today's sponsor is Arizona.
Oh yes,
The state. The state, not the drink.
Yeah, the state itself is sponsoring today's episode. Could you imagine?
Somehow.
Could you imagine a state sponsoring like a fucking YouTuber? I mean, I guess it shouldn't be, right? At this, in the future.
At this point in time, yeah.
Yeah, right. YouTube has gone very far up to this point, which we will talk about later, because there are some guideline updates that I like to talk about. So I guess we will lead in with that. Yes. So today, it is 225 or 225 indeed of today's Hypecast. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope everyone is taking care of yourself, because you know, it's March now and spring fever is coming in. You know, the pollen's, you know, scattering about, you know, especially with in California, right? It was like windy for about a week. It was raining and all that stuff. Like now we are like just getting away from the stormy sort of weather. So yeah, that was quite the week, or 2 weeks even. You know, it was just raining and just blowing, and yeah, it was like flooding in a lot of places in LA too. So quite the last 2 weeks, just California alone. So yeah, spring is here, I guess you could say, but the pollen is here for sure. So you know, a number of people are getting like hay fever and like, well, spring fever and all that stuff. So red eyes and stuffy or running nose, I guess, and then itchy skin, you know, that sort of thing, you know, all that stuff. So it is that time of the year. So anyway, we got quite a bit to talk about, so let's just get right into it. So we do have a lot to talk about with fighting game news, and then frontline stuff, a decent amount of game stuff to talk about, like other game stuff, and then definitely a decent amount of everything else that's relating to the Hypecast. So anyway, let's get right into it. With yours truly, as always, Sean, aka Hawk525, and Zawa, as always. So, yep. So let's get this going with some Granblue news. So there was a Granblue. I think they had the anniversary fest, which is basically like a stream and an event where they show off a lot of Granblue related stuff, including their, of course, their flagship mobile game, right? Just Granblue Fantasy. Of course, Granblue Fantasy also came out with some Versus news with the upcoming Rising iteration of Granblue Versus, and they showed off a new character named Anila, right? She's one of like the 12. I think is it 12? She's one of the Chinese zodiacs representing the sheep, and I'm not sure what the trailer is right here. There's I thought there was, but anyway, yeah, this is just a long ass thread full of like Granblue stuff. That was the only, but yeah, Anila was the only character shown off for Versus for right now. That's coming up hopefully sometime down the road. So let me just look up Anila. Anila. Oops, I spit it out. Anyway, she'll show up. Oh, right here, side games. There you go. And you can see this, right? We're screen sharing. Okay. The sound effects in the trailer.
The VA sounds very familiar.
Yeah. Look at that sweep.
Spare. Shove the spear straight up your ass.
Yeah.
While spinning it.
I like that they show off. Sorry, I had to pause it, but like I like that they even show off like Ladiva's like thing, so you can like see how they react to Ladiva's super, which is pretty funny. You're gonna say something?
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, I like the react. They're putting like the reactions in in this game
Yeah.
just to show it off. Like, hey,
In the trailer, yeah.
so when she did her special, I forget what's it called. That's mainly for New Year's, right?
Yes.
The bamboo.
Yeah.
I forgot what it's called.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of sheep.
versus Rising.
That's why she's familiar. So the VA for, Anila,
Anila, yeah.
Anila is Aoi Yuki son.
Oh, okay. That sounds very
Oh,
familiar. Yeah.
So for those who needs like a verbal, like what character she voiced it, she's Deanne from the Deadly Deadly Sins. If you watched Cyberpunk Edge Runners in Japanese, she's Lucy.
Oh. Oh wow, that's actually quite different. So, she has range for sure.
She's also Froppy in My Hero.
Oh, okay. Furopi. Yeah.
Froppy.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's cool.
But for someone, but for me and Hawk here, she's a caster unit from Fate. Shuten Doji.
Oh,
She will give us poison.
Yeah. Yep.
And
That
then
makes
for
sense.
your Persona fans, she is Futaba.
Oh yeah. Wow, quite the resume, right? So covered a bit of everything that's popular.
She's platinum.
Oh, from
BlazBlue.
BlazBlue, yeah, BlazBlue, yeah. So
Still don't know if that's pronounced BlazBlue or BlazBlue.
yeah, bleh, yeah.
Gotta add that French pronunciation.
BlazBlue. Omelette du fromage.
Oh, say it again, Dexter.
Omelette du fromage.
That episode was sad at the end.
Oh, right. It's pretty much
Lap destruction in 5 seconds. I'm gonna do it for Mash.
Yeah.
Like, nope.
yeah. It's just cheese omelet, right? But anyway.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Cute.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna add the other because you said these are all the Zodiac
They're
avatars or gods.
yeah, they're the zodiacs of that you see like in the Chinese side of things, like this Chinese zodiac. So you have like the horse, you have horse, tiger, dragon. You know. Think of the Jackie Chan Adventures talismans, right? So think of those ones kind of, and then you kind of get an idea of what their theme is and stuff like that. So obviously here she's the sheep, or ram, I guess, for some people. But if you kind of recognize some of her moves, who does she remind you of? If you look at some of her, or if you take a look at some of her special moves.
Is it from a game I played before?
Yes, definitely you played.
I'm drawing a blank, sir. I'm sorry. My mind right now is on Wolong.
Yeah, she's basically May, so because of the there you go, that part, that move.
That's okay. Where you stopped before when she was like on top of somebody, that looked really scary.
Oh yeah,
She's like, "I'm gonna beat your fucking ass."
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Some of these ones. Oops. Anyway, so yeah, she's basically Ram, or she's basically not Ramathal, but she's basically May. She has a Ram. She uses a Ram instead of a dolphin. Yes. I forgot. I thought I left it here, but anyway, it's just a dumb little meme or whatever that we don't really need to take a look at. But anyway, let me just make sure I do or don't have it. But anyway, okay, I guess it is gone. So I think that's all we got for that one. But yeah, I think she looks she's definitely on the cutesy side, of course. This game does have its share of like those cute characters.
I kind of want to see like one fighting game. It's a cutesy character, but once their mouth, once they say their first line, it's like, wow, she's so cute. I was like, oh god,
Yeah.
what the hell is that?
I mean, kind of something like that happens in Fire Emblem Engage. When you find a certain retainer from the Desert Kingdom or whatever. So that she's pretty funny. I think a lot of people like her. She's pretty popular up there. She acts very very sophisticated but then when she fights, some of her true self, let's just say, it slips out. And yeah, it's quite funny and cool at the same time, kind of badass at the same time as well. So there's a bit of a hint of that. But yeah, there's more or less here on the cutesy side, a lot of sheep/rams. Of course, it's well animated and stuff like that, looking pretty good on the graphics side of things. Sprites look better, You definitely can see the characters' faces a little more clearly and stuff like that. Like I said, I like how they included the reactions to the Diva Super because of their faces, their expressions. So that's a nice touch. In this case, in this case. Oh,
I wanna see someone when she finally drops, they just mod in Hidden Oasis from Tekken as her theme.
Oh yeah. You mean, or is it Hidden Forest or Oasis, whatever? Yeah, that stage. That stage with
the sheep.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be pretty funny.
Harada, put that stage back into 8.
Oh please,
we'll love you forever.
I love that stage just for the music. Any amount of sheep in that in that stage.
I know, and those sheep fucks up your combo because they kind of block your stuff.
Their view and stuff like that.
Because if you're a visual person, it's like, did I hit it? It's like, no, you did not. You hit the sheep.
This is an interesting little raised frame right here. She got the really round eyebrows.
Okay, see now, Granblue, you missed the opportunity to make her eyebrows seaweed shape, like in the guy from Furikuri.
Furikuri. Yeah. That show was something. Yeah.
I remember one of the episode, I think it fell off. His eyebrow fell off, and he started to eat it, and the girl next to him was like.
I remember the random South Park reference in there too.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, it's really random. I forget what the context was, but it was just really random for sure. But yeah.
Sorry, kids. If you really want to watch an anime that's slapstick, has nothing to do with anything, just watch Furikuri. There's a story.
There is a story, but
It's just
albeit a
not there.
very strange one on top of the randomness that takes place.
Yep.
Yeah. On top of being just another high school, is it high school? I don't know. High school. Let's just say
because
high school romance.
The kid was in high school.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, on top
And,
of like some high school romance type of stuff too, on top of there. So you got the wackiness to make it interesting. So anyway, Anila is here, I guess, for the Anila fans, or the fans of the 12 or the Zodiacs. Let's just put it that way. The Chinese Zodiacs. There's definitely I think they've covered all of them in Granblue, at least the main Granblue game. So yeah, I think that they have.
now that I think about it, Fate at the moment hasn't only touched a little bit, right, on the Zodiacs.
Well, you mean for
actual
this game
servants?
or?
Oh no, for Fate.
Fate,
Grand Order.
yeah, yeah. I don't know.
They only mentioned them and they never like touched upon them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess it's because they're not like heroes or mythology heroes.
Yeah. So they can be. They can be if you put your imagination to it. I mean, if Fate started to do it, people would probably be like, "Oh, they're copying Granblue or something," because Granblue is definitely doing it first, I guess. But anyway,
Simpsons did it.
yeah. Well, that's the new character for Granblue. So that's it for that. If we don't have any more comments to throw in, I guess we can talk about it here. I guess you know what? Well, let's move it to the end of it. Or yeah, let me move this to the end of it so we don't like forget.
Forgets.
Yeah.
It's like forgets.
Yeah. I'll move that over there and then move this on up because there was something quite exciting for a number of people, right? And that is the Budokai Tenkaichi upcoming game. So there was a bit of a trailer for it. But yeah, right here, I guess. It's a tease. It's a really tiny teaser. Pretty much. Oh yeah, in this little video right here. I'll just skip a little bit ahead. They're replaying the old footage of all the older games. Brings back memories, definitely. And let me put up the volume.
Bring back memories. It showed off my fucking gray hair.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, I think it was Budokai Tenkaichi 2?
Mm-hmm.
That my main was Deborah.
Oh yeah.
And then my second main was Super Boo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at the graphics, kids.
Yep, there are looking pretty good, right? Like with the effects and everything. Look how they like transition from the old one to the newer one, right? Same stance and everything. So
I'm sorry, like the effects looks pretty on Goku. I'm staring at the fucking grass. That's the most beautiful grass I have ever seen.
Yeah, there's actually grass in this game.
I know. Hey, Apex, get on that.
Yeah. And the old one is just like texture.
Yeah, it's like a texture or just like a JPEG.
Yeah, JPEG / texture. But now there's blades of grass in this game. Wow. You know, along with him turning blue though. That's just a bonus. But we're here for the grass. Yeah. We're touching grass, pretty much. We're touching grass in this game now. Anyway.
Okay, kids. With this announcements coming out, for all you guys that own a PS5 or Xbox, stuff, you're going to have to save up to buy more controllers.
And look at this teaser. There's already 3.1 million views, and it's not even from an official channel. This is just another like the distribution type of channel that puts out like trailers. I don't know if they have like official permission to do it, but they just do it anyway. So yeah, there you go. A lot of likes, a few dislikes, yeah.
But the reason why I say you gotta buy more controllers,
yes,
it's gonna come back.
Yeah. So
see this? This is gonna die in about 3 fights.
Yeah. I think I have a meme right here tied specifically to that. Yeah. So
yep.
It says my analog stick when I'm about to get into a beam clash in Budokai Tenkaichi 4.
That's what I thought. Fighters would, pay homage to, like when like two beam supers like clash to each other.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much like whoever shoots first, right?
I think the one who shoots first has the advantage, I think, right?
Yeah.
But if you manage to spin your sticks faster, I guess you could have a fighting chance to win that clash. But either way, y'all analog sticks are gonna hate you, man. If you want to get into this game a lot, maybe they'll introduce a mechanic where you don't have to do that, where maybe you just have to like hit, maybe like instead of like whoever does it fastest, you have to like keep the cursor on like the let's just say like the highlighted area. So like, it goes up and down, or it goes like ooh, it kind of like goes random, and then you have to like follow. You have to like kind of like go slow or fast, or slow and fast, or something like that. Maybe to like help save your stick or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Nah, Sony wants your money.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's a good way. It's a good way to sell controllers. You're right. You know what? Sony is all about. Sony is just like, yes, make this game so we can sell more controllers.
Yeah, you just see Sony and Bandai going like,
yeah,
we're gonna make a lot of money, my friend.
Yes, I mean I feel like they've been like that for over past like good amount of years now, because like Bandai games always like, they definitely come out on PlayStation, and sometimes they're exclusives, I think, right? So there are times like that. I feel like they've always been very buddy like that.
I'm just and this could be also a good game, like whatchamacall, Sony and Bandai partnership for, like, remember back in the day, some games had like their own controllers, like their own decals to go with the game. So why not promote the game, the current new gen of controllers, and a decal with the game.
Yeah. I definitely see what you mean. Back in the day, yeah, it was a thing where they just like slap on that like whatever character on the controller. And sell it like that, Yeah. So what else? I'm just worried though of how they're gonna do the DLC, because of like how many characters tend to be in these games. Like a lot. Like they tend to be like 100, like hundreds and hundreds. Because I mean, these games are simple, quote unquote. I'm gonna put quotes up there. I'm sure there's some dev time put into these, but they're definitely simpler than your average like traditional fighting game. It's not like they have to balance these characters out. That's why a lot of these characters come out broken. So that's why they don't like take the time to do that. And plus, the control scheme is like pretty universal. You just hit one or a couple of buttons to like do your specials, and then you have your vanish attacks. You have like all these dodges and whatnot if you hit certain buttons at a certain time. That kind of thing. And then it doesn't really take a whole lot to like learn the game. You just do stuff, and stuff happens on your screen, right? So that's just the kind of fighting game it is. And of course, it is arena fighter, so that's the kind of nature of it nowadays with these anime franchises as well, like Jump Force, the lovely infamous Jump Force. a little bit of
Go
Zawa's
on.
soul, a little bit of his soul, a little bit of Zawa's soul just left his body a little bit. So yeah, um,
Yeah, my soul became Frieza and just elevated up
ooh,
to
yeah,
space.
yeah, yeah. My people
Holy.
need me. Yeah.
But speaking of DLC, I can see maybe most of the characters for the DLC of this game are the ones that did not make it to fighters.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right.
So I'll be extra salty if I see Omega Shenron in this game.
Ooh, they're gonna put Omega Shenron for sure, or Sin
Yeah,
Shenron.
but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wanted him in fighters.
yeah,
Because he's
yeah.
because who did we have? Like we had Baby.
Yeah, baby. Yes.
We had Baby to kind of represent
Yeah,
GT, and I was
GT. Yeah,
like,
villains. Yeah.
yeah, and I was like, Baby's okay, but most people that I know associate GT with Omega Shenron.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Baby was just put there, and Baby's logic was kind of stupid. I'm gonna infect the most powerful Saiyan ever. Oh, you mean Goku? Vegeta.
Mm. Yeah.
That's when you just stand up like, you were dropped, right? When you were born.
Maybe. Well, may have to do with like the level of desire that of that person he's possessing or something. Like maybe like he picked Vegeta specifically because of his Vegeta's rivalry with Goku and stuff like that. He always wants to surpass Goku, right? So maybe he took advantage of him in that sense because of that. And so maybe it was easier to possess him rather than trying to go for straight up Goku, right? So I mean,
If Baby wanted
and also
to get
sorry, go ahead.
stronger than Goku, Baby should have just land on an asteroid and cry. I want to get stronger. I want. It's like,
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
damn it, Team 4-star.
Yeah, I mean, I know, of course, I mean, you know how these plots go. You can't. You're not gonna do that to Goku like that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, and even if he tried to do that, they just have like, oh, Goku's like pure innocence, fucking blocked out Baby's possession thing or whatever when you try to take over him or something. He's too pure or he's too like stupid or something, you know what I mean? Like they'll come up with some excuse to be like, oh, he can't be possessed because this and this and that, But
He's gonna have some sort of plot armor.
yeah, exactly. So even if he did try to possess Goku, there'll be some stupid writing, I'm sure that will take place to not make it happen fully. But they tried, but it doesn't happen. So anyway, back to Tenkaichi though. Like, I feel like this is going to be just like the Budokai Tenkaichi for the current generation. Of course, it'll have the same stuff, and of course that will come with the same exact sort of level of depth, right? So it's not gonna be that hard. You just hit buttons and stuff happens on the screen. You have a lot of characters, but all these characters kind of more or less do the same thing. You know what I mean? Because you just hit buttons and stuff happens on the screen. Doesn't really take too much to pick up on the game to do some cool stuff. That's just kind of what it is with these arena fighters and whatever. Like, obviously there's the sort of the quote unquote prestigious fighting games with like Street Fighter and Tekken, right? You got to take your time to like really learn and like, and it rewards you for that, right? Arena fighters are always more or less are treated like, oh, if you want to just do cool stuff right away, there you go, right? That's why they have all those like cinematic attacks and stuff like that and all that jazz. So, I guess there's a bit of something for everyone, right? So if you want the hard fighting game, it's over there. You want the easy fighting or the easier fighting game, that Tenkaichi is up your alley, right? So And I guess more or less you could call these like the cash grabs, right? Like the anime cash grabs, because the level of depth, right, and how much like dev time it does actually take in comparison to like the more AAA stuff. It's just what it is, man. And so that's why I'm afraid of like of nowadays, right? Games costing $70, and then they're gonna on top of that like try to milk you with the DLC and stuff. So back in the day though, we had like all the characters, no DLC. Like 100 and whatever characters. Granted, it's a lot of those characters, same characters, but with different forms or eras, right? You have the Goku early, Goku during Frieza Saga, Goku during Cell Saga, that type of stuff. Or of course you have kid Gohan, teen Gohan, and then adult Gohan, that type of stuff. That one's exceptional, but right. But when it comes to Goku, it's like, oh, you have this Goku from this era, the same exact Goku, but from a different era. That type of stuff. And then of course you have the Super Saiyan Goku, and then Super Saiyan Blue, and then you're probably gonna have the red one, and then they'll probably even throw in the Super Saiyan 4 Goku from GT, and they got it right. They got it right. So, of course you gotta have the fusions, and what's more interesting is that they always throw in like all the extra characters. Like they even throw in like in Tenkaichi 3, they even throw in like, oh, Frieza's soldier #1 or something. Like some random character in there.
I know. They'll finally bring back what's her name? Launch.
Oh bro, don't even. Oh man. That's such a spit in the face for fighters.
Yeah, but it'll be so funny. Like all the old, watchers of Dragon Ball be like, "Wow, it's Launch!" All the new ones like, "Who's that?" Oh,
yeah. Even Toriyama forgot, right? So Toriyama would be like,
Toriyama's like looking at his archive, going like, "Did I draw that?
Yeah.
Who's that?" Sir, what about the Saiyans having monkey tails? What? What?
That's kind of sad in that sense too, because she's supposed to be Tien's girlfriend or whatever. So
something like
that. Yeah, like, so Tien got robbed. Even more robbed, right?
Okay.
On top of,
it's okay. Tien has Chelsea.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, wait, no, that's wrong. That's kind of wrong, but I know they're best friends, but yeah. Anyway,
Tien has Yamcha.
No, okay, all right, that's a little better. So, you know what's funny? Not Tenkaichi, but the actual Budokai games. Those are separate. Remember, there was a fusion with Yamcha and Tien, like a what if. You remember that?
Oh yeah, I think it was like I can vividly remember how the character looked like. But one of their special attacks was like volleyball fist or something.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. That was that was fun. I like those sort of like ideas. That's the kind of stuff I want to see in these like arena fighters. Like if you're gonna put in all these characters, right, and right, and there's that much dev time left, then you could definitely like put in like more crazy ideas in there too. For that kind of stuff. I wonder how far they'll take it though. Like when it comes to the character roster, like are they gonna include everyone from the previous Tenkaichi stuff plus the Super stuff, like the Dragon Ball Super and the movies, the new movies? You know what I mean? So pretty sure they'll include. They have to include the new Gohan form and the new Piccolo form and all that stuff. Maybe that biocell or whatever you want to call it. I forget what it was called, but yeah. But yeah, like the other movies too, you know. I mean, they have to include those like the two android twins or whatever you want to call. They're supposed to be like the superheroes or whatever you want to call them from the Dragon Ball superhero movie. And on top of like all the other characters, they're gonna shove in there too. But again, my worry is that the DLC is gonna like add up to like a very expensive game over time. So hopefully they don't do too much of that. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how like the game actually looks when it's in motion and all that stuff. We only got a teaser, so yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But you have to remember that these are definitely cash grabs, so you gotta be prepared for that kind of stuff. And just and like see how shallow like these games can become, like just in general, like with anime games, not just like arena fighters, but like you can definitely say One Piece Odyssey is definitely up there too, as someone who played it, so you know, let me tell you. So anything you wanted to say about Tenkaichi 4?
Bring it.
Yeah, let's definitely see about
Pray for your analog sticks.
Yes, if they carry on those traditions. So yeah, we'll see. But speaking of Dragon Ball stuff, there's some news for fighters. More on just like updating stuff. So the rollback beta drops in spring. There will be another balance update, despite them saying, "Oh, this is supposed to be finalized or whatever." So hey, that happened. Actual rollback drops at a later date, and further information will be announced soon. So not too much, but there's some important notes. They say that they'll try to update the game with a balance patch before EVO, of course. So that's what they said, or what she said. The producer here pointed out. So and then side notes, rollback beta is for Steam, and then like I said, they'll try to drop the balance patch before EVO of this year. So yeah, hopefully they'll because you know a lot of fighters as of late is what you see is Android 21 lab coat, the lab coat version, and whatchamacallit, the fusions. You know, you have blue Gogeta and all that stuff. The fusions have been taking over the meta right now for fighters. So that's why a lot of people are kind of just like about it. But hopefully this balance patch update will bump up all the other characters. Mm-hmm. So you don't see nothing but fusions. Hopefully you'll see more characters. So any comment on this one?
Well, at least they're showing like, hey, we know that a lot of people are still playing this game, so let's, you know, give this game a little bit more life until we actually jump to the next chapter in this game saga, if it becomes a game saga.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, that's what I kind of like to see, is like developers nowadays are not like full on like, okay, the game is here, let's play with it for the next 5 months and then bye.
Yeah, like kind of like Mortal Kombat.
It's like pretty much your last patch is like, okay, this is what you see is what you get. Have fun.
Yeah.
But you didn't fix anybody. Yeah, we just adapt or something. I don't know what you guys
That's
do.
it. We're moving on to the next thing. Sorry. Kind of sucks because Street Fighter V was kind of like that too, because everyone is using Luke, right? Or not everyone, but like a lot of people are using Luke. So Luke and it's just a lot. There's a lot of Lukes, that's for sure. let me put it that way. So yeah, good stuff for the fighters fans. Hopefully they'll be able to pull off right. I remember you were kind of wondering or we were kind of wondering rather about like what is it going to be like for Guilty Gear when it comes to who's the meta, quote unquote, or who's the top 8 or whatever. More specifically towards Evo Japan. This can give you an idea, kind of. This is from a local of top 8. That actually one of Lythero's friends set up, I believe. So, so this is just a online local, I believe. Small tournament, and you kind of get an idea. We kind of got it right, or you brought up Ramathal. So there's one Ramathal right there,
Yep.
And I said Faust. There's 2 Fausts in this top 8, and then I mentioned Happy Chaos. But the rest of it's kind of
I did not see Sin being up there.
Yeah, we definitely did not say Sin, so I did not expect that to happen. But Sin is up there, so Sin does have a chance to be part of that top 8, potentially.
I can see Bridget almost called it Brigitte. I was like, wait, wrong franchise.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's Brigitte.
Yeah, it's a brisket. Yeah. But you have to remember that this ain't Japan, so this is just a U.S.
Japan.
This is just a U.S. local. So, but it does kind of give an idea of like what is going to be up.
What's in store.
What's in store.
Possible.
Yeah, and Baiken at number 8. So yeah, that's something. And then there's Giovanna. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of. I might be speaking for myself, but also maybe for you. Where's our giant robot man?
Yeah, cyborg man. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I cry.
Yeah. That's the life of a grappler, man. It's hard. It's hard.
I don't know. Can't wait to play Geef. Geef looks freaking awesome. Looks fun. This might be his most fun iteration in all his Street Fighter.
Speaking of which, right? We got some Geef tech in Street Fighter 6 shown off from the Twitter side of things.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, look, everyone! It's his V skill.
Yep, his V skill turned into just a super.
Okay, so I do like that he has this now like proper anti-air grab instead of just jumping and doing that.
Yeah.
So now you have like 2 options.
Yeah, it's a super. Yeah, it's an anti-air super. So that's pretty cool. It's a level 2 apparently. So yeah.
I wonder if it's a Dragon Punch motion.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Because like how Potemkin's anti-air grab is? It's just a Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wonder if that's how Geef's one is.
What's interesting is that they have they also have an EX Lariat, right? They can combo from a forward heavy punch, I believe, the headbutt, and then he goes into the level 1 super right here, the spinny spins, and then he does the level 2, I believe, with the anti-air grab. Boosh! So obviously that's gonna be three meters worth, or 3 gauges worth of super meter. So yeah.
I like how I remember back in the day when you and I were playing 5 with Geef and stuff. I think I would like loudly count out his spins before you jump to do the grab.
Oh yeah, because you had a harder time trying to get the thing down, right? So you're like,
really...
so
you just hear me like loudly count.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, jump, and you're like I could just hear you like you're like you saying like, you're messing me up.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm sorry, I can't count.
Yep. Yeah, Geef looking pretty fun, to say the least. So I like it. I like the lariat comboing into something, right? Like it's into a super cancelable. I wonder if the lariat, the EX lariat, is multi hitting, or is just like a one big hit or something like that. And if and then also I wonder if it's a proper reversal. Like Ryu has his DP, right? So or the Shotos, I should say, they have their DPs.
I wonder if the lariat has a like a 1 or 2
Hit armor.
hit armor.
Man, I don't know. I don't know. That's why that's why I'm wondering like if it's a proper reversal or not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or I wonder like when he does lariat and let's say someone shoots a fireball.
Oh yeah, it's
I think it was
projectile invincible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wasn't it 4 that when he did a lariat it went through like
yeah, no, it is a projectile invincible in 5, I believe. So it is one way to dodge it because
yeah.
Zangief has a hard time with zoners, which is usual, which is nothing new. But yeah, with this one, hopefully he'll be more reasonable to pick, right? Unlike in the last iteration of Street Fighter 5, unfortunately. I think he's like bottom tier, unfortunately, the way that he was balanced. But some people still play him, but very few people try to rock him. Kichipawa is one of them, funny enough. So shout outs to him for sticking with the grappler life. Unlike Itabashi Zangief, who actually has Zangief in his name, doesn't pick Geef, but I don't blame him. Right, but, still. But anyway, that's that. More, I think, videos relating to, this is for Lily.
Oh, and we got confirmation that she is part of the same tribe.
Yeah.
All right, modders. When this game hits PC, turn her sticks into Wraith sticks.
Oh, yeah. So what's interesting is that she has a stacking mechanic, kind of like with Jury. Jury has like her charges. She kind of has like something similar to that.
It's okay. We'll just call her Talib.
Yeah, so she even stacks it twice. Sorry. What were you saying?
Oh, we'll just call Lily Talib.
Oh,
This is Talib's reincarnation.
Yeah. A little more reminiscent with T-Hawk, of course, because she has like a slow dash or whatever, or her movement is slower. Even though she's like she's just a little girl.
I wonder it's slower. It's slower because of the stacking.
I don't know. No, I think that's her general speed. I think.
Also, you missed a great like visual. This is talking to Capcom, not to you.
Right. I'm like, what?
They missed like a great visual like nod. Oh, they actually wait. Go back a little when she like extends out at the end. Because I was gonna say you briefly see it. So back up a little. It's like a 1 frame shit.
It's
like it's like around here. Okay, a little bit forward. Okay, stop right here.
Mm-hmm.
So you can kind of see it, but I wish it was more prompted. Like the visual when she spreads like that, her body is enveloped by the spirit of an eagle.
Oh, yeah.
To show more of her heritage, but you kind of can't see it with her sticks. You can kind of see like the
kind of see it with the sticks. Yeah. Very vague reference to what her tribe is all about. Yeah.
So it's there, but I kind of wish it was like a little bit more
like more emphasized. Yeah. I definitely
but so far she looks good.
She looks interesting to say the least. Yeah.
She's probably not the character for me.
Right, yeah. I mean I don't play T-Hawk, so
she'll be someone's character, not
for sure. Yeah, of course. Whoever plays T-Hawk will probably try to make her their main, but yeah, she's kind of like T-Hawk with a stacking mechanic of some kind. So she has like the Condor dive and all that stuff, right? So yeah.
It's also funny the way that she's like shimmying up
Mm-hmm.
She looks like under her breath. She's like, what?
Mm-hmm.
You see what?
Yeah. You see how her dash
What
is
you
like super
fucking-
short? That's very reminiscent of T-Hawk. So yeah, she even learned to dash like T-Hawk. So other people would be like, "Oh no, she has a bad dash." She took after
I still find it
her master. No.
still find it funny that some people don't like Blanca's look, and I was like, this is exactly how you would picture Blanca.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. I like Blanca's new look or whatever. I don't mind it.
Yeah. I just hope they bring back his Blanca-chan costume.
Oh yeah. Condor Wind and other Condor special moves. So it powers up her other special moves. So that makes sense, yeah. So multiple wing-clad stocks. So that definitely
I'm
makes.
sorry, Ken. You look like Dante had a very bad day.
Yeah. Yeah, this color's been around. I don't think it's nothing new. We've seen this end screen,
but the way it looks like Dante had a really bad day.
This end screen has been around. It's nothing new with these colors with the rest of the characters too. So
yeah, and I think
just a reminder.
Jury's one is supposed to be like a funny jab at Chun-Li's color scheme.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Jury is supposed to
play Mammon. She looks fun. It's like, wow, this is my character. I'm gonna throw this big ass bitch up in the air. She'll be spinning for 3 seconds and gently bring her down.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not how it works, my dear.
Mm-hmm. I think we have one more with Cammy. Yeah, there you go. So Cammy has some new stuff coming up as well. Like this, for example, you can actually combo from her grab now, which is actually pretty crazy. I think it's an EX, but no less. It's comboable somehow, so that's pretty cool. The hooligan combination, yeah. Depending on how you hold the button down or whatever, has different properties, I guess, according to this. So you can like combo it after somehow, which is crazy because you were never able to do so until now.
I wonder. I mean, I know she's saying cannon Sprite.
Yeah.
But I just want her to just say can of Sprite.
Can of Sprite,
yeah. Yeah. At the end of her kick, it's like a Sprite soda can like shooting out.
Yeah, or like you see like the yellow and green kind of like swirling. So that'd be actually kind of cool to have like a Sprite color themed
I wonder
Cammy.
if you can do that.
Like mods.
Not at launch, but like later down the line, they go like, "Hey, now you can modify your ink splatter."
Yeah, I mean that's what mods are there for, right? If it's not there.
Yeah, but if they add it,
yeah.
kind of, because we don't want to be like how Soul Calibur was. I'm going to mod or make 2B. Few months later, here's 2B. It's like,
yeah, I know.
It's like, you motherfuckers.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Me just sitting there.
Right, I know. Like they like painstakingly try to make them in character creation mode. Like, right, I'm gonna move this part like this right here, and then I'm gonna move this right here, and then
emphasize this part of the body. Yeah. Here's my 2B for character creation. Introducing 2B.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, someone painstakingly uses their time to make the sprite colors, and then probably a couple months later, oh, Capcom, it's sponsored by Sprite, so put in the Sprite colors.
No, they're sponsored by Arizona, the state.
The state of Arizona, not the drink. Yeah.
What is the colors of Arizona?
I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know.
Colors. Maroon and gold.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Looking at it right now.
Oh wow. All right. This is something I think from the Capcom Showcase that happened not too long ago. In fact, I think a few hours ago as we record this. So this is involving with the what appears to be the last commentator. I don't know if they said it in the showcase or not, but some news article or whatever pointed out to be the last one. So I'll just put it right here, right here, because it is gonna lead into it anyway. So, oops. There we go. I don't know why it didn't go, but anyway. So this is the commentator. Let's see. It's for the what do you call the in-game commentator? Excuse me. And it's apparently actress Hikaru Takahashi. I'm not too familiar with this person. Maybe if I like look into the IMDb or whatever, her resume, maybe stuff will pop up. But let's check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Nice voice. Oh, nice. Oh, it is multi-hitting. Okay, nice.
And dead.
Oh, yeah.
I love the little heart.
That heart on his face, yeah. Oh, and then she carries him. Yep. Oh.
It's like, can she carry the boy?
Yeah, she can carry the boy indeed. You know what's funny? It's like there's so much like new stuff going on the screen right now. Like you have a hard time paying attention to the new commentators. It's like, yeah, oh, Geef has a multi-hitting lariat now. Wow. Let me see.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, Hikaru Takahashi-san, but one of the first things in this video was with Cammy and Lily.
Mm-hmm.
I spit out my drink when Cammy was doing her punch. I was like, oh god. Right there. It has armor, and I got scared.
That looks like her drive impact or whatever you call it. So I'm not sure.
We pink.
Mm-hmm. The Misa looks fun though. Actually, may want to.
I think this match alone, like if you see this on the big screen,
yeah,
this match looks really good. Like,
yep.
You know, I was half expecting like when she picks up Zangief, because he's a little bit too big. Like he's actually like, you know, like slouching over or dragging on the.
She's fine, man. She can carry a fucking 400-pound man, Russian man, like nothing.
Or it would have been funny for me. Like she's picking up Zangief like this, and then when it comes to this pose, she's like holding him like this. And she's
like a bonus thing. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a what do you call it? The woodsman, like kind of like a woodsman, like carrying logs. That'd be
the caption says. She says it's snoo time.
Nah, I mean I think it's funny to do the princess carry for a big ass 400-pound Russian man. So do the princess carry for that one. I think it's just as funny. So yeah.
Looks good.
Yeah, I mean, no, this game is looking pretty good though. With the newly introduced characters like Geef and Cammy and Lily and stuff like that. So, but let me look up Takahashi-san real quick here of what her resume is like. Um, oh wow, she. Oh no, never mind. I thought you said she had an Oscar like nomination. I'm like, whoa. And it's just a agency called Oscar Promotion. So it's kind of odd. Okay, let me see. So she's an actress. Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't say right away of anything I'm familiar with. She appeared in some like TV dramas and like ads or commercials. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure why they picked her in particular. Like, is she like a video game fan, or like is she that popular right now? Like as of current? Yeah, I'm not too sure. Oh, did she appear in this one? Oh, she appeared in Mr. Osomatsu. Yeah. Okay. Maybe she has a bit of anime in her background. It was an anime movie. Um. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess they just picked her because they can. So that kind of sucks. In that sense, because if this is supposed to be the final one, then yeah, we're gonna miss out on Yipes. We're not gonna miss out on Ultra David, and like Say Jam, possibly, right? So no Tasty Jam for sure, because we have Tasty Steve, but we don't got Say Jam. And then when it comes to James's side, right? You don't have Ultra Chen, right? Because you don't have Ultra David and James Chen. So that kind of sucks in that sense. Hopefully, they would add like more commentators in DLC. Like if I have to pay for them, oh well, all right, whatever. For fighting games. Yeah. What do you think of this choice?
I mean, yeah, like I can't really say anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, congratulations. That's what I'm gonna say to her.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And maybe down the line as DLC, we'll finally get Yipes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe down the line. I don't know. I mean, if anything, if there is going to be a Marvel 4, like Marvel versus Capcom 4, I know that's like super hopium, right? But if that happens, they gotta put Yipes in there. They gotta put Yipes as that commentator, man. Like right away. That should be like in the very first trailer announcement, right? Yipes as the commentator. Let's go. That would be pretty sweet. That's like paying the right homage. I think he definitely deserves it. Especially with Marvel, man. But yeah, I mean, according to Digital Trends, they say it's the final commentator. So I don't know. I mean, did you watch the Capcom Showcase by any chance or no?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Okay. So when they announced, did they announce this at the in the showcase, or was it just like a separate announcement?
Yeah, they everything you saw in that trailer was part of the Capcom showcase.
So did they say it was the?
It was the final, yeah.
So they did, okay. So they actually did say it. Okay. So
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess that's it. I mean, maybe it's just they're saying final one for the base roster or at launch, or I mean, yeah, I don't know, or just final, like no DLC or anything like that. You know. But what's interesting, it says that commentary will also be available in 13 languages in the final game. So I wonder how that's gonna work. Like, did they have the announcers or the commentators speak in different languages, or?
Well, no. So it was like the subtitles.
Oh, just for subtitles. Okay, I thought they had like
Yeah.
audio languages. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, damn. No, just subtitle, huh? Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, I can understand, like, Zelina Vega, right? I mean, she's a video game fan. She's super popular in WWE right now. Female wrestler and all that stuff. She likes, she likes playing video games, right? So I kind of see it. When it comes to Takahashi-san, a little less context for me, so I'm not too sure 100% why they picked her, right? Maybe she is a video game fan also. I don't know. Maybe Capcom likes her. I don't know. But it is a little disappointing, like I said, that someone like Yipes or someone like Sajam and Ultra David aren't featured in the game. But I mean, this is on the Japanese side of things, so I'm not too sure, when it comes to that. But anyways, yes, like Zawa said, congratulations, Takahashi-san, for making it in there. I mean, definitely a big accomplishment. So anyways, on the topic of the Capcom Showcase, and that is it for fighting games, pretty much. Sorry, I didn't mean to lead into that right away. I kind of wanted to briefly talk about this a little bit. Speaking of fighting games, because this is something from Donkey, pointed out by Fighting Games Daily on Twitter. So let's just take a listen.
As long as Kuma is a playable character, then I like Tekken 8. What I really want to see from this and Street Fighter 6 and every other fighting game is a satisfying single-player mode. Fighting games today are extremely disposable. Once the online community is gone, these games cease to exist. Soul Calibur, Guilty Gear, Tekken 7, Mortal Kombat. The single player for these games is people talking.
How do you know about that?
Like, what the fuck are we doing out here? Most fighting games already have the components needed for a great single-player game. They just need to structure them in a more exciting way. As long as Kuma is a playable character...
Oh, dude, this is like looped perfectly where I'm like, wait a minute, didn't he already say that? Anyway, so, what do you think of that? Do you agree or disagree with Donkey on this one?
Half and half.
Half and half. So like what, like, could you like elaborate on that? What is it exactly that you're half agreeing and not agreeing?
Like when you do story mode, you gotta have dialogue and
Of course,
to help push the
yeah.
And in other stances, like sometimes when it comes to some fighting games, I mean, Street Fighter, what was it, 5 experimented with it to just launch the game without story mode, and that was a huge backlash. So they had to like kind of rush it.
Yeah, I mean, in general, like they didn't even have an arcade mode to like see. Yeah, it was otherwise. Remember you do like the 4 fights, and then you get that like weird like ending artwork with what's that artist's name, Bangus, right? Like it looked kind of like weird, like looks like very rushed looking artwork. Yeah. But yeah, go on.
But like I understand where he's coming from, but sometimes some people like story mode over arcade mode, because arcade mode, you're just seeing one person's story. They kind of want to have the overall look,
right,
of the of the entire franchise or lore of whatever game you're playing. But he is right. There are components right there
Right.
for every fighting game. It's just how do you how do you structure it? How do you put the time and effort first? Like, which one do you focus on first?
Okay, interesting. So you
So
say
just like again, bringing it back, Street Fighter 5, they focused on just the 2-player aspect, not the 1-player aspect, for the first like month, and
Right.
then they finally brought in arcade mode, and then they finally put in story mode.
Well, I think story mode came in first, actually, if I can recall correctly, and then they put the arcade stuff after. Yeah. So, okay, I see some of your points. Now you did say story mode over arcade mode. You said.
Something like that.
Something like that. Okay.
Because some like some players would rather play a story mode than arcade mode.
Right. Right.
It's all user preference. Like,
of course.
Like, again, do you want to know more about the overall story of the the entire lore universe, or just want to know what happens to this character's in the long run?
So, is there a game that has an example of what you look for in single player mode or single player content in general, or is it hard to say?
Hard to say, but the first game that comes to mind where it was fun and it was very engaging. We're going old school, kids.
Yes.
Soul Calibur 2.
Right. Yeah. No, I was thinking about that too.
Soul Calibur 2 to me is like the best example of like how to make a story mode and arcade mode and 2v1 and has all the components in the right spot. Did you have to play what was that story mode where you had to go around the map and kill? Did you have to play that?
Oh yeah,
No.
I know what you're talking about. Was it like Weapon Master or something along those lines?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So it was like, did you have to play that? No.
Right.
But there was some stuff in there that you could unlock to bring it over to like the 1-player arcade or the 2 players or that special mode where, hey, you can play with all these type of weapons, but they have like a side effect to it.
Yeah. Any other stuff, or your that's like your main piece on that?
Main piece.
Okay.
Here you go.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so I'm kind of on that same fence where I do see where Donkey is coming from, but at the same time, what else could you do though? Like, how else can you deliver more specifically on story mode, right? Like, how do you do a story mode to have less talking but more of like more action or whatever? Like he is trying to kind of convey here, right? I mean, I think for the most part, I think right now, and the Mortal Kombat stuff, I think, or I just say NetherRealm in general, I think NetherRealm has like the most engaging, quote unquote, the story mode out of all the fighting games right now. And I think they've been doing a really good job making it like cinematic and all, like, whatever, like good for the casuals. I think it's still engaging enough for anyone else to partake in it, 'cause there is some fighting to it. I don't know. Yeah, it is a bit tricky because as much as I would like to see this type of stuff, because I do like lore in my video games, so including fighting games, of course. I mean, for me, when it comes to engaging single player content, I kind of prefer something like you kind of brought up, like Soul Calibur 2, or some sort of like arcade mode for each character where you go through the 7 fights, and then or some, 7 stages or whatever the hell, right? And then and Street Fighter did this too, like where you go through arcade mode and then you like go through this bonus stage and then you like destroy the car or do the barrels or whatever, right? You parry the barrels and third strike or whatever the heck that was, like stuff like that. I kind of prefer like the old school stuff, like arcade mode. You go through it and then you see the characters like endings and stuff like that. That's like classic shit for me, where I can gravitate more towards if you want to have engaging single player content, and I think it'll be a reasonable amount because it's like, yeah, obviously you just go through each character and then bam, that's it, right? I don't think there needs to be an everlasting single player content for fighting games specifically, but see, when it comes to story mode stuff too, like he kind of complains about the talking thing. I mean, again, what could you do? Like, of course people are going to be talking, you know what I mean? Like just from that alone, like if you look at it from like in a vacuum, it's like, so you don't want characters to be talking, it sounds like, but obviously you need to have some sort of dialogue, right? So
I don't know, it's like, do you want dialogue, or do you want actual characters talking to each other, or do you want to read?
Right. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of confused about with that point too. So it's like, maybe like in Tekken 3, they had the Tekken Force thing. So it's like a beat 'em up. You like go through like stages, you beat up bad guys, right? Like, it's kind of like Final Fight / all the other like beat 'em ups, arcade beat 'em ups, but thrown in for Tekken. I kind of wish they do that for Tekken 8. I think it'd be pretty cool. To bring back Tekken Force. I think that'd be pretty sick. Is it janky? Sure, but was it fun? Yes. But so that I think that's one way to do it for Tekken specifically. But at this point, I mean, with right now how they did it for Tekken 7, like I don't mind dialogue, and I don't mind the cinematic stuff. I don't mind just like sitting back, and look at stuff. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's a video game, but I don't personally mind sitting back for a little bit and then do some action. But when it comes to like Guilty Gear, it's kind of infamous because that's all you're doing. You're just sitting back, right? There's no fighting. You don't do fighting at all in a fighting game, right? So that's kind of ridiculous. So that's like too much dialogue. I can if he specifically brought up Guilty Gear as like a problem, then it's like, okay, I see what you're coming from. But you're just saying, characters are just talking. You know what I mean? It's like, well, how else you're supposed to tell the lore, right? How else you're supposed to deliver like the storyline, right? So I kind of don't get that part, If he said like, oh, I want a little bit of talking, but also more action, right? Okay, I can kind of see where that is going. But he kind of just said, all they do is just talk. It's like, okay. I mean, there's a lot of video games that do a lot of talking too, like, right? Especially with Yakuza. Yakuza, yeah, like that absolutely has a lot of talking, for a game that has a lot of action as well. So it is tricky though for fighting games nowadays to please people and and to like keep them from to play the game, to keep them in. But there comes a point where they're gonna stop playing it. It's inevitable. So I'd say, right, just make whatever you can, make it fun, right? Make those hours they're willing to put into this game fun, right? Just make the most out of it. Make the, if you can only make 8 hours of content, I think you should just make those 8 hours the greatest 8 hours of content they can ever experience, right? For a fighting game. I think that's one way to put it, maybe. So I mean, I think that potential could be fulfilled with Street Fighter 6. I mean, they're gonna have that whole like open world thing and all that stuff like they've been showing off. So maybe that could be a start of what Donkey is looking for, right? There's stuff to do. You can go around and collect some moves, customize your avatar, you know, go around and check out the world of Street Fighter. And yeah, I think that's it could be potentially one of the better single player sort of modes for a fighting game for in a long time in a modern setting like this, in a modern generation like this. You know, otherwise I'm old school, so I don't mind a whole like arcade mode, go through it. Oh, you see the ending and stuff like that. You know, I don't mind that, right? You know.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone through a Guilty Gear story mode at all?
To be honest, the last one I did was back in the PS2 era.
So you never seen the Strive? No,
Sure.
not even Strive. Exerd. Have you like the Exerd stuff?
Exerd. No, because I skipped Exerd.
Oh, okay. So yeah, because that kind of story mode that's where it started. You know, so if you look into Strive, they also do the same exact thing, and like the way they do it, it's like it's just all dialogue. Like there's no action. There's no game within that story mode. It's like watching a Netflix series, except that you know a lot of the cutscenes are like stiff because they just do the default animations and they do the default walk and stuff like that, and they have the text box and everything. So it's kind of like going through like almost like a story quest in like JRPGs almost. You know what I mean? Like especially in like Bandai games where they're just kind of just standing around and talk. There's a lot of that in Guilty Gear story in those story modes in Guilty Gear, unfortunately. I think that is the extreme when it comes to dialogue only, right? So that's like the bad parts of the dialogue only kind of story mode. I feel like they.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying?
No, I was agreeing with you. Like,
yeah,
you kind of do want like the story and then some sort of like playable content in there, and then pick it up from there.
Yeah.
How do you balance it? I guess
balance it out. Yeah, like kind of like that's how I'm saying. Like Mortal Kombat is like the best one because they have both the dialogue, the cinematic stuff, and the fighting and stuff like that. The actual fighting. And when it comes to Mortal Kombat, it's all like animated, right? They actually have uniquely animated scenes. Unlike Guilty Gear, they use like default animations, default sound effects, default everything for most of them. And then they have the actual like in-game animated like or CGI animated or whatever you want to call it cutscenes. You know, they actually do some like cool stuff besides just standing around and stuff. You know, Mortal Kombat is all like uniquely animated. You know, they're not using you're not using default animations to do this one action or whatever, or this, you know, they don't have that same default generic walk cycle, right? They all have like a unique walking thing because they individually animated those scenes, right? So because obviously it's highly budgeted. They put a lot more budget into the story mode than Guilty Gear would with their story mode, you know. So it feels more like watching a JRPG playthrough than on YouTube than like actually looking at a movie or anything like that. Or it's like a weird thing between like a Netflix series but also a JRPG story cutscene, right? A default story cutscene. Mortal Kombat, on the other hand, actually feels like watching a movie, like a 3D in-game movie, because of how it's like animated and stuff like that. So I say they should aim more towards that, more and more. But I think Street Fighter 6 will potentially be able to like break that mold and like be able to do something fun for fighting game story mode or single player content, I should say. So I think overall Donkey has his points, but at the same time there are some weird sort of like like there are some points to that you can disagree to, right? So I don't think there is a black and white answer for fighting games right now when it comes to that, but it is a an issue, definitely. I think we can both agree that there is an issue with fighting game single player content as of right now. Especially with Street Fighter 5. That was super fucking abysmal. That was really bad. Because all you had was survival mode, and even that survival mode was like awful. So let me see if there's any like interesting comments or anything like that.
It sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, he brings it up too. This guy here, Zexa, says, I feel like the argument of single player content just being talking is bad. Isn't that all story mode is? Yeah, that's exactly what we were pointing out. Plus, I don't know really how companies can expand beyond just a standard arcade tower system or rogue system like BlazBlue, Central Fiction, Grimoire, stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I think he has a point as well, you know, because he's arguing against the whole like arguing against Donkey's point of, oh, they're just talking. It's like, well, isn't that what a lot of cutscenes are anyway? They're just talking. You know what I mean? Like in video games, they're talking. Like what? Okay. Like yeah, like I said, like we understand that single player content is a problem in fighting games, but to argue that, oh, these story modes are just talking is like, well, how else do you want to deliver the story mode then? Like just fighting? You know, it's not really called story mode. It's like just fighting. It's like, what are you trying to tell here? What's the story?
I know. It's like, sir. I think you. It's like, I think it's like to that point. Like, sir, I think you're mixing up arcade mode and story mode.
Yeah, I think he's going.
This point.
Yeah, I think that's an extreme. Yeah, like, oh, this is talking. It's like, okay, you know, like I said, like Yakuza does that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, okay, here, please look up the definition of what story is.
Mm-hmm.
And let's go back to like olden times. How did you know about these like mythical creatures and stuff? Story. Someone told you.
Mm-hmm.
They read it from a storybook.
Mm-hmm.
What a concept, everybody.
Yeah.
We can also chuck it up to like him probably just breathing saying hot air or something like that.
Sure. I mean, yeah, it is Donkey, so Donkey always loves to like sort of stir the pot to like get something going, because that's what it's a lot of his content is. It's just to like prod at people, like kind of stirring the pot or prod at people to get them talking about something. He just says, oh, Sonic games suck, and then the Sonic fans come in and yeah. Like exactly.
He just waits and goes like and just like laughs like I triggered you guys. Yep. I triggered you guys. Like, that means I'm better. It's like, no.
Right. That I think that's partially what's going on too, but he still has a point. Let's put it that way. So
he still has a point, but it's kind of done untactfully.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
It's like we understand where you're going with this, but it's not probably like the right way to do it or say it, something like that.
There's a right way and a wrong way to do it. So.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I think we can leave that for right now. That is a discussion for future stuff. So let's get into
future stuff. Okay, let me travel to the future. Future me. Are we talking about it?
Yeah. Okay, so now on top of the Takahashi and the stuff like that, the Capcom Spotlight, or Showcase, did happen. No, go away, please. Did happen, and there.
So mean. No, go.
Yeah, I know, the stupid little pop up.
Get out of here!
Yeah.
You're bothering me.
Yeah, just like a fly or something. Anyway, there was a demo announced for Resident Evil 4. I think it's out now. Yeah, it is out now.
Yep, it's out right now, and
The demo. Yeah.
someone that we know is playing it right now, and he's having a good time.
Okay, nice. Let me see. So Exo Primal also got a release date, which is July 14. Actually quicker than I thought. I thought it would be like a fall game or something, but there'll be an open beta running from March 17 to 19. It'll also launch on Game Pass too, so I'll actually maybe fire it up on Game Pass then, if that's the case, to just check it out. Pay that monthly fee or whatever, and then there you go. Get my month's worth of Exo Primal. Check it out. The stream also went into detail on the game's survival pass, its pre-order bonuses, and a deluxe edition that will include some extras. Oh boy. Ugh. Anyway. Yeah.
Like how the enthusiasm escaped Hawk just now. After reading that, he's like, "Oh, look at this!" Oh,
yeah. I kind of like roll my eyes a little bit there, but you know how that stuff goes, man. Like, oh, if you want this extra content, you gotta pay up extra money, man. like in Resident Evil 4 remake, like, oh, if you get the deluxe edition, right, or get the the DLC, whatever the fuck, you get this map that gets you to secret treasures, but you only have this map to find those secret treasures. It's like, ugh, stupid. Anyway, Ghost Trick Phantom Detective returns this June, so June 30th. That's awesome. It was the Nintendo DS cult classic, yes, and it is returning this summer. It's gonna have improved interface, improved performance, and newly arranged versions of its 37 music tracks. So that's pretty cool. Pre-orders available now, including bonuses like extra music and backgrounds. Okay. And then of course with Sunbreak of Monster Hunter Rise, it is coming to other systems besides PC. So it's going to be on PlayStation and Xbox. So, of course, with Monster Hunter Rise, it was only on the Switch at one point. But now they're expanding it to everything else. And then there's a digital theme park.
I don't know what that is.
I was about to ask, like, what's that all about?
It's just like a digital museum,
Okay. So how does that work?
But
like, do I just go on this website and just like browse around or something? Like Capcom Town. Huh. Interesting.
In Kingston Town. Oh, wrong song.
I'm like
UB40.
I'm like thinking like it'll be like in a Capcom game like Street Fighter 6, and then they'll build the Capcom Town, and then you can take your avatar to like check it out or something like that. That's how I picture it in my head, but it sounds like it's just like like you said, like a digital museum. It's probably just like on the website, and you just kind of like go through like a 3D museum thing, and then you just click around, and that's it. That's interesting.
It's okay. We built this city.
Yeah. And then the Street Fighter 6 final commentator, Battle Network Legacy for Mega Man was also featured as well. Yeah, a lot of stuff in there. It sounds like it says includes all 499 patch cards. Bro, why didn't you do it 500, man? My OCD is like, oh no. My pseudo OCD is like, oh, make it 500, make it even. These can be used in Mega Man Battle Network 4 through 6. Also adds Buster Max mode, which makes the game easier by powering up Buster shots by 100. What? And then the final game will include an art gallery that includes 1,000 illustrations. That's actually pretty cool. Yep, so for the Mega Man Battle Network fans, they're eating good.
Mega Man.
Yep. So that's all there is to it, I believe, right? So that didn't have too much like big stuff, but there's some newsworthy stuff for some fans, some fan bases. Nothing like extravagantly like out of left field, like some sort of versus Capcom game or Project Cross Zone for Switch or something, you know. Damn, that'd be actually be pretty hype. So yeah, anyways, more on the frontline news. So with Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, that got delayed actually. Well, reportedly.
Bring up my Uncle Vernon gif from Harry Potter with his spoon. Justice.
So, according to Discussing Film, actually, according to Bloomberg, Warner Brothers delays Suicide Squad game again to add more polish. So yeah, I mean, this is actually the second time they're delaying the game. Remember the first time they were delaying the game? Probably because they wanted to add in all the live servicey stuff in there. So maybe they're gonna take more time to take away the live service again. It's like, okay, you do what you gotta do.
It's like to that point, like, kids, we fucked up. Like, how bad did we fuck up? Yes.
Right.
Like, someone, it's like, it's kind of like, you know, like, I'm gonna go off of what people are calling out. What they're doing with this game is like, you don't need the battle pass. You don't need to have this damn game online every time to, you know, play a single player game. Because I'm sorry, in your first trailer or ish, it kind of gave off that perception that this game is a single player game.
Mm-hmm.
And that it also kind of gave off that each character is going to have their own unique way of battling whatever thing is coming here. And then you showed us that recent trailer. Everyone uses guns. It's like, have you not picked up a comic?
Yeah.
Boomerang doesn't need a gun. He has his boomerangs. He's called Captain Boomerang, not Captain Guns.
Not Captain Firearms, man. I mean,
yeah, that's Deadshot. He already covers that part. Harley, okay, yes, she uses guns and a bazooka, but majority of the time you see her, she's doing kicks, flips, and a bat.
Yeah,
or a mallet. King Shark, he eats people.
Yeah.
Where does it say he has guns? Unless you're saying that his teeth are like shotgun bullets that when he bites they explode.
That actually pretty unique in a way.
I mean, that would be a nice finisher, but yeah.
Ugh.
And then if you go back onto that discussing film tweet, there's this, I'm not gonna, right there, that first comment saying that the gameplay looked fun and interesting, people were just upset about the battle pass. It's like, were we watching the same thing?
Yeah. Bro, like
nowhere near that gameplay reveal trailer looked interesting. I do not want to play Bullet Sponge the game. or bullet. You know, everyone has a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm sorry, like this is the Suicide Squad, which is made up by villains from across the DC, you know, DC archives and whatnot. Some of them don't need guns. They have powers. You don't see Killer Frost with a freaking, you know, shotgun going like doing ice puns.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Jesus Christ, pick up a comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's also kind of sad is that that many people like that comment. Oh, it looked interesting. People were just upset about the Battle Pass tweet. Like, oh, and it just went up. Like,
It's like, sir, that's one of the reasons why we were pissed off about the Battle Pass.
yeah, with the Battle Pass, yeah. Like, but it's like the fact that everyone is using guns and that's all you're mostly doing is just shooting bullet sponges and of course purple fucking herpes and stuff like that, like purple nurple fucking little warts, right? And then
yeah, and then there's like another comment saying that every character using guns is not interesting.
Yeah. There's that,
which comes back to what I said. It's like,
I mean, I think
each villain has their own perks.
Mm-hmm.
King Shark should have just been strictly melee. Deadshot is your go-to marksman.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Boomerang could be long range to close combat with his boomerangs. Harley should be, you know, like tricksty. Sets up traps. Hits people, you know, with her mallet and bat and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's coming. It's like to that point. Like, what I'm trying to say is that this team that was making the Suicide Squad had other media to, you know, like study upon.
Mm-hmm.
They could have made Harley Quinn kind of like not base, but kind of like took some pointers of how Injustice made Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She wasn't fully guns. She was traps and
mallets
and batting mallets and shit
and hyenas. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, like some of these people are going like, "Oh, you're just mad at just because of this." It's like, yeah, that's just one piece of the puzzle.
Yeah. But also, you know, let's not forget that this game is always online, right? And that's always unacceptable for a single player game, because if the servers are down, you can't play the game. You know, like you own this game, but you can't play it because of how that works, which sucks. You know, so that's definitely one huge reason to be mad at too. So hopefully they fix that at least, right? You know, and then it seems like, though, according to this from Bloomberg, right, it says the delay is necessary mostly to fix bugs and improve the aspects of the game that were lagging behind, and won't overhaul many of the core gameplay that had led to the backlash. The person said, asking not to be named, discussing information that isn't public. So what it sounds like is that they're not gonna actually, you know, change like King Shark to a melee based character or anything like that of that scale. I think they're gonna pretty much like maybe adjust what's already there. So maybe like they'll make it as grindy, or hopefully they at least the least they could do is take it off of the always online sort of model, and just like, you know, just make it like more of like a regular game, right? Just let us play anytime we want, because we own the game. You know, I think that should be at least what they could do. You know, I don't think they can go back on, you know, the melee thing, right? Like this is what they're gonna do. Hey, that sucks, but that's the game. That's gonna be the direction of the game. But at least make it not always online. So at least it will be a little more digestible. But with that said, Am I still gonna be any more excited and wanting to get the game? No. I'm sorry. I am
I know,
sorry.
it's like, no.
Yeah. I mean, there are people still interested in the game. Okay. I mean, I won't
Yeah.
judge those people like harshly, but to sounding kind of like ignorant and stuff like that, I think that's a problem. Like,
Yep.
you're not willing to see why people are mad about this game. You know what I mean?
Like again, you can have a single player game to have multiplayer and be online and stuff, but it doesn't always have to be online.
Yeah, of course.
Take, for example, Wolong right now.
Mhm.
I'm enjoying this game solo and
Oh,
playing
nice.
with like friends.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. I only play online if my friends are online.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what's fun is that I can turn it off. I can turn off online and just play solo. That's what I think they're going to try to do with that online thing. Is that okay? Some people might want to play this solo. Okay, let's just have a function to just turn off.
Yeah.
It always being online.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like
that. That's like one tiny fix.
Yeah.
The next fix would be: do we get rid of the battle pass? Because a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's just for cosmetic reason." It's like, wow, so you played the game, right? You had an early access copy, right? I want to play too. How do you know it's only the cosmetics?
Yeah.
And hell, if this thing's going on PC, I would not bat my eye if modders go like, "Hey, I can make better cosmetics than whatever's on in this battle pass." I don't know.
Yeah.
Like the game was promising, just that if like that one comment said, everyone using guns is not fun.
Yeah. Like you gotta like see why too, like, and this is referring to this person that's saying, oh, people are just upset with the battle pass thing. Like, this person has to see like where this game is coming from too, right? Like, is this Rocksteady? What did they make? The Arkham games, right? Like the Batman Arkham series, right? And what did that have? Like, it had some of the most like fun looking melee combat one can ever experience as Batman, right? And now we don't get to do that for this one with Suicide Squad, like with King Shark, fucking Captain Boomerang with the Speed Force bracelet or whatever you want to call it, and then there's Deadshot with the guns. Okay, that's fine, it's acceptable. And then Harley Quinn.
Yep.
It's like we went from this to this. You know what I mean? So in that context, it's like that's even more sad. So.
Yep. That's why again, like, I don't think pushing it back, like what they say later on this year or like a few months after. No, this might have to be like pushed back a little bit more, because to me it's like you gotta rework the entire combat system maybe.
They got to do like the Sonic the Hedgehog kind of thing. Like, you remember what Sonic the Hedgehog looked like in the movie initially?
Yeah.
Like, horrible, terrible. But then there's enough pushback, way more than enough pushback. And they're like, yeah, we got to delay this movie like quite a bit, and then just overhaul the shit out of Sonic to make like, well, Sonic the Hedgehog from the video games. So. Yep. And maybe you could say this. Maybe this person is like Donkey and just wanted to stir the pot, but kind of really sounds like this person is serious. But there's always that possibility too. Yeah. So giving him a bit of that benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna be like how I am right now when I'm playing with my friend on Apex.
Yeah.
When we lose like a winnable like team fight, gunfight, I go like, okay, I'm reporting this random, colluding with the enemy, throwing. So that's what I think this. that person that commented like everyone's just mad at the
Battle Pass.
battle pass. It's like colluding with the enemy, trolling, send.
Someone put a screenshot up of Suicide Squad, like every YouTube major YouTube platform or channel with the official companies, right? With IGN, PlayStation, more IGN, Warner Brothers, Suicide Squad's official channel, and so on and so forth. Xbox, and look at the dislike ratio. Look at this. Look at this. Right? I like how the person in the screenshot thumbed down almost everything except for the Xbox one. But anyway, that's besides the point. Look at this, right? Huge ratio on the dislike side of things.
On one hand, the marketing team for this game is going to look at this and take it as a big hit.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, like Warner Brothers and games in general will be like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Just little babies crying, they're gonna have that mentality and
Yeah.
still, throw out that piece of shit.
Yeah.
Just like, how the actual Warner Brothers film area is like, we're gonna not bringing up old wounds. We're gonna take her side. But there's so many evidences against her.
Right.
And we don't fucking care. Have her still in the movie, but just cut out like 85% of her screen time. Like that's not what they're asking, sir.
Yeah. Same with I mean that's why I brought up Sonic the Hedgehog, because that's like a miracle. That's like a fucking miracle, bro. They could have easily ignored us, but they did it. They actually did it, So that's why that's a quite the accomplishment, I guess, from fans. Whew, but man, look at this dislike ratio for a video game. Woo-wee. So thankfully, there's a lot of this. The dislike ratio is huge, overwhelming. So the point where that person in question, with the whole they're just mad at the battle pass thing, is kind of the vocal minority. So yeah. So, but nonetheless, I mean, at the end of it though, it's still gonna be a third-person shooter, I'm sure, unless they're just gonna be like, they're literally bite the bullet and be like, yeah, we're gonna need more time, but we're gonna overhaul this game to please you guys, because I think you guys deserve better. That's that is the ideal situation at this point. But in reality, I think they're just gonna stick to they're literally gonna stick to their guns and just do whatever it is possible within what's already been developed. So take away the always online feature, adjust the battle pass stuff, don't make it as grindy, kind of soften the blow, I guess, at this point. And I'm not gonna play it, but at least the people who will enjoy it can enjoy it as best as possible, I think.
Yep.
And infinitely enjoy the Kevin Conroy's final performance aspect. That too. But for right now, it's still not looking good as of right now. Oh, this is by Jason Schreier. What do you know? Schreier. You can always count on him for those kind of headlines and news articles. Yeah, that's all there is to it. I don't think. Yeah.
Gonna bring it back. We were standing on the cusp of greatness.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
It's kind of a pretty good gif with the black kid kind of like like that one gif where he just kind of just moves his eyes away like oh man. So anyway. All right, I don't want to get in this rabbit hole, so let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. You have anything else to say? Any?
Pushes you into the rabbit hole and just nope, you're staying in there. Bye.
Bye. Yep. And if you don't believe it already, IGN kind of retweet. They essentially, this is a glorified retweet. So this, yeah, there you go. But it is coming from Jason Schreier, who's always been doing a good job. So yeah, there you go. Okay, so that is essentially that. So let's get a move on. Hopefully they soften the blow. And yeah.
Nope.
You don't think they'll do that?
The bow is gonna keep on coming in. They don't stop coming in.
Yeah. Yeah. What stopped coming, speaking of which, I guess, is Luminous Productions. So I don't know if you heard this news, Zawa, but Luminous Productions actually is, well, gone, essentially. So what happened is that Square Enix was like, hey, so about what happened in the last few years, especially these recent times, we're gonna just eat you up and take all your people and stuff like that. So it essentially was consumed by Square Enix. So they didn't lay off anybody, thankfully, I don't think anyway. But they took the people within that team, and now I think they're kind of like scattered or something like that. So therefore, this team is no more. This specific team, Luminous Productions, is no more. So let me read this statement for y'all. You may have heard the news that Luminous Productions is merging with Square Enix. Beginning on May 1st, our talented team will join Square Enix to deliver new innovative gaming experiences to players across the globe. Between now and then, we remain entirely focused on Forspoken. We are currently working on the previously announced patch to address overall game performance. We'll deliver an update soon. And the DLC, Intenta We Trust, is on track for release this summer. Thank you again for your patience and support. When we established Luminous Productions in 2018, our vision was to make AAA games that fuse technology and artistry to deliver completely new play experiences. Having the chance to do just that has been a dream come true. We appreciate you taking this journey with us and look forward to continuing to create new entertainment and experiences as a part of the Square Enix family. Sincerely, the Luminous Productions team. Any comments?
Feel a simulate tactic.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, at least on one side, it's kind of nice of them to not just go like, "Okay, you're done,"
Yeah.
and then they're tossed into the wind. It's more like, "Okay, you know what? We see some potential in you guys, so let's just come here."
Yeah.
You will go to. I mean, in my little hand cannon, it's like this. All right, Group B, you're going to go to the FF team. Group C, you're going to the Kingdom Hearts team. Except for you, Charlie, you're going to go to group. Gonna go over there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, something to utilize them all.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, at least they didn't like just lay them off or anything like that. These people have their jobs still. They're just gonna go to different parts of Square Enix, I guess. So, hopefully, I mean, it sucks that, you know, this is the team that made Final Fantasy 15. Or same people that made Final Fantasy 15, and also this specific team also made Forspoken. So that's, if you look at that as a whole, I mean, it's kind of rough on the edges, right? So yeah, Forspoken, while I can definitely see the ambition of it, I think it kind of fell short, unfortunately. Yeah, so unfortunate on that part, but yeah, I mean, at least the silver lining is that, well, they're still working. They're just still part of Square Enix, and they're gonna go somewhere else. So
Yep.
that is pretty much the gist of that one. So let's go on to some other some parts. Oh, you know what? I should bring this up in mine as well because this is Square Enix. So speaking of Square Enix, their CEO, who constantly pushed NFT games, is going to be replaced. Yay! That sounds like good news, right? So Yosuke Matsuda, um,
It's gonna be
the spoon,
the screen cap of
the thumbnail,
the thumbnail. It's just Uncle Vernon from Harry Potter. Justice.
You say that, right? But who they're switching to is like the big elephant in the room. So let me find the name of the new boss. Takashi Kiryu is going to be the new CEO. Oh, look, Kiryu, right? That's the same last name as the protagonist, right? The famous protagonist for Yakuza, right? Sounds cool,
right?
Unfortunately, this guy also is kind of like one of those like tech bros where they're interested in like all the blockchains and all that stuff. So yeah.
I know it's like you defeat an evil only to get the greater evil afterwards.
Yeah, right. So
here we go again.
Yeah. So not exactly out of the woods just yet. So it looks like Square Enix is still doubling down on this whole like NFT and just digital crap that they want to go after, you know, in their video games potentially. Yeah. Well, they got rid of Matsuda because I guess they didn't like his performance as of recent, or as of like, you know, over the span of like of his run as CEO. So they're getting rid of him. So they're gonna bring in Kiryu, who also is on the similar sort of level when it comes to these digital sort of trends. And so that's why yeah, kind of unfortunate still. Yeah. I think this part is kind of like damning, right? It says, while on the face of it, Matsuda leaving might seem like an indictment of that path, you know, the good path or whatever. Kiryu's background and Square's announcement makes it seem like the complete opposite. If anything, Square Enix might be preparing to double down on the new tech trends, and it just feels it needs a fresh executive with more experience in that realm to sell the snake oil. So I mean, if anything, this could potentially be worse, it sounds like, right? So because they got someone who apparently is more experienced in these like tech trends. So you know, hopefully that doesn't poison the well that is Final Fantasy VII Remake stuff, right? So hopefully that well stays pure until then, right? Until the remake saga is over. And then hopefully like not much else comes out of that sort of trend, but we got to prepare for it, you know. Can you imagine like remake part 3, they start to be like, oh, you can pick up these NFTs and put them on the blockchain to sell or exercise that value of the NFT, the digital goods, you know, or whatever the fuck, how they're gonna do it. So any other comments?
It's a half justice at this point, right?
I don't know, man. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. But
It's also
yeah.
like that Shrek meme. Can you stop talking about NFT for 5 minutes?
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's head to some happy news. So let's talk about the Pokemon anime stuff, because that had a trailer of sorts. Let's go check it out.
新シリーズ最新映像新たな主人公リコ
見出さなきゃ見つからない。
もう一人の主人公ロイ
伝説の
Roy, he's a boy.
そんな冒険者になるんだ。
フリーズそしてキャプテンピカチュウポケモン博士としての血が騒ぐ
Wait, he's a professor? What the fuck?
Well, he's not named after a fucking
Tree?
tree.
Or let's see if Freed.
I don't know. Before we talk shit,
let's fact check on that. I mean, I guess it means peace. It's referencing the
that's not what we're
peace.
looking for.
Yeah.
Are you a tree?
Yeah. I don't.
Do you have wood?
It looks like it's not. IPA?
Alright, my enthusiasm for this series is already dropping.
but just a little bit, right? Just a tiny bit. Just a little bit.
No, it plummeting. It lost 20 points just now.
Plummeting? Oh man, it's that bad, huh?
How dare you? How dare you're not named after a fucking tree?
夢と
Oh yeah, let's see what Pikachu has to say.
いいか。
Exactly the same voice.
Yiko.
It's the same voice.
博士としての血が騒ぐ
いいか。
夢とそして謎に満ち溢れたポケットモンスターの世界を舞台にリコとロイの新たな冒険
I like the music. It's the Scarlet Violet music.
続ける出会いそして運命とは新シリーズ4月14日放送スタート
April 14th is coming out.
Okay, I'm already mad at this Pokemon stuff.
All right, so what do you got, man? What do you gotta say?
It was at the end. It was at the end shot. Did no one pick up my duck? Screw you all.
No,
I'm out.
It's Captain Pikachu. Captain Pikachu is his trainer. That's what it
You
is.
just see me like walking, grab the duck, and just like
Yeah.
fuck you all. The final evolution of this bitch is very good.
At least my boy Roy, he picked up the Full Coco, man. It's my boy. My boy. But interesting lineup already, or over here already on the side right here. We already have one of the new Pokemon from Scarlet
Yeah.
Violet. That's I forget his name, but it's like it's essentially the Pikachu of that generation. So it's like Pause something. Pawsma is the I think the first form. I forget the final evolution. Name of the final evolution. But anyway.
Just like how they're coming from a skyship, so they look like they're falling out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then over there on the upper left, it's like they're not hiding. It's like, why is there a legendary Pokemon like stuck right there?
Rayquaza. Maybe it's for scale.
serious?
Maybe it's for height. I don't know. The scale of height. I don't know.
It looks like he's like, the fuck you guys doing up in
Yeah,
my
like,
atmosphere?
I'm the master of the skies. Like.
How dare you try to reach to the realm of the gods? Back down you go, and he just hyper beams you.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we got the This is a Lowland muck, right?
Yeah, the Alolan form.
Version, yeah.
I'm still laughing at the fact that a grown adult is able to ride Charizard, but when we look into the Pokemon deck, the Pokédex is like, wow, you're a fucking tiny Charizard.
Yeah, maybe that
You would not,
yeah.
unless the Charizard has perfect IV. Then
I know, yeah.
by all means.
Perfect
By all means.
growth, perfect growth and IV. I'm talking like as if it's a Fire Emblem game, but perfect growth, IV, stats. Yeah, yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah,
It's like good on you. You must have done a lot of what's it called? A catching to get the right Charizard.
right. Yeah. And then he gave him all the protein, the calcium, and then all the other stuff, right? That get what was the one that gives speed? I forget what it was called. I forget. Was it Zinc? No, Zinc is a special defense, I think.
Yeah, Zinc was special.
Yeah. Well, whatever the case may be, that he gave him all the supplements to get the best stats as possible, and then gave him the hyper training and everything, and did all that stuff. So, but what's interesting, I wanted to point this out, is what's interesting is that this is the official English channel, right? And yet they have the Japanese audio like it's nothing, right? Like it's normal now to have the Japanese voices. So we definitely come along a long way from Japanese culture and stuff like that. It's like it's to the point where now it's like kind of normal to hear Japanese for at least anime anyway. So
I kind of looking at this. I guess this is the official title card artwork.
Yeah,
I want to be like that dumbass, like zooming into the pic, into the sun is like, what's in there?
no,
I know you're hiding something in there.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, it's Arceus just like staring down.
Or for some reason
It's
one
like-
of the Ultra Beasts or something like that. For some reason.
Nah, it's Trainer Red, going like these peasants.
Mm-hmm.
He ascended.
Yeah. Now, of course, it has been implied that, according to the director of the anime and stuff like that, that Ash will make some cameos and stuff like that. Like not like a full appearance, but like some guest appearances here and there. Kind of like how the some of the other characters were treated in the previous season. So Ash, it was Ash and then Go, and then I think that's it for the human characters. Oh yeah, and then that one girl, I forget her name was. But yeah, they were the main characters, but then like Misty and Brock were like the guest characters to that point. So that's because Ash is gonna be, oddly enough, gonna be that guest character now. So it's kind of weird, but it is what it is. So these two are gonna be are going to be on the helm of the new ship, so Rico, I don't know how you pronounce the name. Well, I guess in the English side of things has an L for her name, so Rico. Well, looks like she's the main character, so and then Roy is like the second main character. Because if you notice, right, she's always in the front, right, and the most for ground, and Roy is kind of right behind her, right? So, kind of interesting, right, that they're having a female character kind of leading the pack here rather than male character this time around. I mean, we've had Ash for 25 or 26 years now, so it's been a long time. So we'll see how she fares as a main character, along with Roy and everyone else, and everything in between. Kind of sucks that some of my favorite characters from Scarlet Violet will not be interacting with Ash. So that would have been kind of interesting, but hey, it is what it is. So that was interesting. of itself. A couple more other notes. Let me just bring up here. Oh yeah, this is the poster, right? So, and then blah blah blah. Here's some of the reference sheets for the characters, Roy and Liko. So I guess Roy might have a chipped tooth or something. That's kind of interesting. Gonna be one of those characters.
Oh, no. I know what Roy is. He is the son of James and Jesse. Look at that R. He's part of Team Rocket. The lore.
Yeah. Although he is a darker skin, maybe they adopted him. I don't know. Maybe that'd be kind of interesting. But his shirt, it's funny that his shirt is like it's an unknown logo. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. But they show off what Liko looks like when she's pissed. And then I guess she holds all her Pokeballs in that bag, the little sling backpack that she has right in front. And then she has another backpack, which is a little kind of interesting.
So she's a Square Enix character. Just not with belts, but with bags.
Bags, yeah. Pretty much. This tweet... Oh, yes. So, this tweet talks about the voice actors, or voice actresses, rather. So, the voice actress for Liko is Minori Suzuki, who has previously voiced someone from Pokemon. I'm not too sure who that is. But when it comes to Roy's voice actress, who is Yuka Terasaki, also voiced Korina, if anyone remembers her. She is the fighting gym leader I think it was Black and White. Yeah, I think it was Black and White. So that's pretty cool. Kind of get off, the tomboyish kind of stuff, So that kind of makes sense. And not to mention, I guess, Regina. So, let me see who that looks like from. Oh, so that is Oh, okay. This is just referring to her. Okay, so interesting. That's Regina. Okay, all right. I want to see something else. Like, what's the rest of it besides Pokemon? If there's like any other like animes they've done.
Everything.
You know what? That's probably not off, right? No, not too far from the truth. No. So let me see. Oh. Okay. That's from My Hero Academia. That's for an upcoming episode. Okay.
Spoilers.
Oh, she's this character from Macross. And Zawa walked away. Maybe he's looking for something. Maybe a prop. I'm not too sure what's going on.
We're not going down that rabbit hole again.
You're the one who tried to take us to that rabbit hole. So I don't know what you're saying.
And I learned.
Yeah.
I learned.
Yeah.
That last episode was not it, Chief.
Oh really? Oh, okay. Okay.
What else has she played?
Yes. Oh, she also did certain index. Okay. Tuaru. Okay. certain magical index, I should say. Yeah, Macross stuff. Oh, she did some of the new Card Captor Sakura stuff. Okay, it's like looks like a supporting character. Yeah, that's about it. Not too big of a roster. I think I think one of the big ones is that character from Macross. So, but her resume is about to expand quite a bit with the Pokemon anime. And then let's check out Terasaki-san. Where is the same website, if that is possible? You know what? What am I doing? I'm just gonna do it here. Oops, not Regina. What the fuck? That's weird.
Oh, it's gonna have Regina on the mind.
Not anymore, because it's oh, there you go. Nice. Roy, of course. Okay, so oh, is this character from Danmachi? Okay, I can get behind that. I think it's Hephaestos. I think that's her name. She's supposed to be the goddess. She's supposed to be like the goddess of like blacksmithing and stuff like that. Yeah, she's pretty cool. She's pretty cool. I haven't watched too much of that anime, but I've seen her. She's pretty fucking cool. Main in Abyss. Oh, oh. I think I heard that's a pretty sad anime. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Anything else? Oh, Shaman King. The new Shaman King, the latest iteration. Actually, I've not seen the episode featuring. Oh, I think I did actually. No, I did. I remember seeing her. I haven't watched all of this Shaman King, sadly, because I kind of fell off. Maybe I'll come back to it, but I have mixed feelings about that iteration. Oh, Fate Grand Order. Salia? Okay, it looks like just a side character. Salia, just like a village woman. More Danmachi. Yeah, Karina. Oh, I think that she voices this character Tsukasa when he was young, so that's kind of explaining why he's on here. That's because that's not, his voice is very different when he's older. I've seen Dr. Stone, so it's pretty neat. Oh, also from a certain magical index. Okay. Interesting. So they probably know each other to some extent. Anything else? Oh, another Pokemon thing. Yeah, a lot of like these like niche animes and stuff like that, including the toy animes and stuff like that. But Ore Monogatari, oh, he's this guy, one of the main characters, right? So Makoto Monogatari, and then oh wow, she was in Food Wars for a little bit at least. Whose mom is
Does
this?
she have
Oh, there's no bio
the
for
main
it.
actor?
The main character? Yeah. Oh, okay. So that's
Yeah,
Soma's
the main
mom.
character's
Okay,
mom.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's kind of cool. Wow, a lot of like side character stuff. Jesus. So it looks like she has a bigger resume than Liko's voice actress. Jesus, this is a lot. Oh, she is the main character for Inazuma 11. Okay. Wow.
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 Let me see anything else. Side character from Pokemon. Oh, it's some side stuff for Hunter x Hunter. Cool. Oh, maybe she did Itachi when Itachi was young. I think. Oh, he was Basil from or Basil from Hitman. Okay. And then something from Conan. Okay. That's a lot though. That's quite a lot. In comparison to Suzuki-san. So anyway, yep, that's just one note to bring up. So, all right. If you have anything else to say, let's move on. All right, let's get this one going with YouTube news directly. So, you know how like YouTube's guidelines, previously at least, says something about like, oh, if you say the F word in like the first like 7 seconds, you'll get demonetized, but still like it was still pretty inconsistent. So this one, Dexterdo first pointed it out right here that they updated their ad-friendly guidelines around cursing. And in case if you want the real answer, I can provide you the actual link towards here. This is from the actual YouTube help page showing like what's the updated guidelines and stuff like that. So essentially what's going to be the main point is that yeah, so let's go focus on the inappropriate language, right? So it says, let me see. Let me just make sure this is the right one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on.
Sorry, kids. He's still looking for it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just really want to make sure this is the right one.
'Cause he does want to spread false information.
Yeah.
Itchy.
So, let me see. Abbreviated. Okay, so I'm just gonna read it. Abbreviated or censored profanity or words like hell or damn in the title, or thumbnail or video. That's going to be. So this is for content that can earn ad revenue. So you can, I guess, have words like damn or hell in the title, thumbnail, or video. Modern profanity like bitch, douchebag, asshole, and shit used frequently in the video. Most profanity used within music or stand-up comedy video content. So that's gonna get the pass, right? Definitions of censored profanity refers to things like bleeping or muting the word, as well as covering written words with black bars, symbols, or text added in post-production. So that means it's okay. Abbreviated profanity refers to acronym like WTF, where the original term is abbreviated by using its acronyms. So that's a pass. This is content that may earn limited or no ad revenue. Stronger profanity like the F word used in the first 7 seconds. Or moderate profanity like shit in the title or thumbnail. So you may or may not be able to write shit in the title. That's the takeaway from it. We don't need to go through that. Right? Let me see. Oh, okay, I see. So it says focal usage of profanity throughout a video, such as profanity used in most sentences, profanity used in the thumbnail or title of the music or stand-up comedy content. So that will be may earn limited. This is no ad revenue. So obviously, stronger profanity like the F word used in thumbnails or titles, so you can't write, the F word or anything like that in those. Some examples of that content that also fail in this category: any use of hateful language in the video, right? So obviously we don't need to look into that because I think we can take away from what that is. So previously, I mean, even if you do follow the previous guidelines, it's always pretty inconsistent. So from now on, I think they're gonna just grade you based upon like how much you use swear words rather than the fact that you use swear words, right? So you could say like shit one time, previously, but for some reason that gets you a limited ads or no ads at all. Now they're going to let that go as long as you're not too, trigger happy when it comes to the profanity and swear words and stuff like that. So I think that's fine. It's probably more. I would say this is more clear than ever before. So I think now we can definitely rest assured that you have a little more freedom in your in your videos. So any comment on this? What do you think?
Jesus, we are really becoming. They're really trying to become like the safe Christian stream thing. Like you can swear, but not a lot. It's like
yeah, but at least this is better than before, though.
Yeah,
because anything you say, it was potential to be this, which is may earn limited or no ad revenue, or no ad revenue at all, right? But now we're up to here for the most part, so that's good. I would say this is a lot better than before, especially as someone who does create content still. So I'd say this is definitely better. Now, could we still improve upon that? Sure, in some aspects, right? How much, of course they don't say like, oh, how many times you can use these words or something like that. I think as long as, I mean, it is kind of like subjective of like, oh, what do you consider a lot or little or moderate? You know what I mean? So there is that, but I say for the most part, it is still better. So we're getting there. I a little bit. It's a little bit. But if you want like a TLDR, I guess if you want to say, it says this is by another like YouTube related account. It says, as of today, all curse words no longer treated the same. Modern profanity at any time can get the green icon. F-bomb in the first seconds or repeatedly can receive limited ads. Background music with profanity can now get ads. Profanity in the title / thumbnail still can't run ads. So you can kind of get away with that in the title or thumbnail, but I still would be a little more careful with that. But when you're talking in the video, not so much. You can be a little more free about that. So yeah. So that's pretty much the gist of that part. So I say that's pretty good. It's something good. Hopefully YouTube can just maintain those guidelines and don't forget about that. Because what if like some YouTube workers get the memo and some of them don't? So like, you know, it'd be a kind of like a mixed bag kind of thing going on. Hopefully everyone got the memo. So, but yeah, we're getting there. But there's still issues, of course, at hand with YouTube, with like all the weird YouTube copyright claims and stuff like such like that. But let's not get into that because that's a conversation of itself. Let's get on to the games news, right? Let's see here. There is the Shredder collaboration from Ninja Turtles with Call of Duty.
Call of Poopy.
Yep. So this was a teaser for Shredder. Right. And then now I think they like fully revealed Shredder. I think somewhere. Yeah, there you go. Right there. You see like not silhouetted now, so yeah. I like that they made Shredder like obviously Japanese or at least Asian looking, so yeah.
And also to bring it back that he it looks like from the live action movies.
Oh yeah.
From the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you like the Ninja Turtles, hey, you can hop on and try to get Shredder. Wonder if he has like unique animations for like his melee and stuff like that. I'm sure he does. They have to, right? So that's pretty cool. Any other like quick comment or anything like that, or?
Nope.
No. All right, we're good. Looks pretty good for a good Call of Duty iteration of Shredder. Speaking of collaborations, you know, you think there would be a really cool collaboration in a Capcom game like this, right? Let me rewind it a little bit. This is with Mega Man and Devil May Cry. Yeah, so basically, this is for a mobile game rather than like an actual like console game or anything like that. You know, people wish like, oh man, why can't I do this for full, you know, game or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, well, mobile games bring in money, so that's why they do these collaborations. I think there was more to it than that. Oh yeah. So there's the Dante one right here, and then there's the Virgil one right here. So that's obviously that's like a Zero type of like armor or whatever. So very fitting. So yeah, you kind of get the gist of it. I wonder why they haven't fully released the artwork for it. Yeah, this is the Dante one. Does look pretty cool for a Mega Man design. What do you think?
Why is he angry?
Maybe that's
Did he download the wrong Doja Cat music video?
I don't know. Why not? Why not be angry? I guess. I guess there's no Virgil artwork just yet. Yeah. There's actually a lot of like crazy designs. Oh wow, they even have like Volnute with the shades. I don't know where that's really coming from, but anyway. Let me see. I think that's it. Oh wow, what is this Sigma? What the fuck? That's like Boncho fucking Sigma. Damn.
All right, roll your R's, Sigma. Roll your R's.
That'd be sick. Yeah, I mean, yeah. If only that kind of love carried over to main games, man. Shit. But hey, it's money. So I guess we
no,
don't...
it's in the main game, right? This is part of the lore timeline. this mobile game is canon, right?
God, don't even remind me. That's like Kingdom Hearts shit, man. Anyway, more on collaborations. There was some update for Overwatch. So, continuing with the One Punch Man collaboration with Overwatch. I guess Genji. What?
His head looks fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's a little odd.
It should have been just regular Genos' hair.
Yeah, I don't know why it's like slicked back like that. I mean, maybe it's
back and has the head
piece
harness thing. Yeah, I'm sorry, it just looks stupid.
Mm-hmm. Oddly shaped. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not doing any justice to the framing of the head. It just looks weird.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say too, like, it looks like they just reused, or not reused, but like, you know, they already used what's already available. So he has that slick back hair, so that's why it looks like that. He looks like, I don't know why, but he looks more like a high-tech Wolfman, if anything, than Genos. To me, I don't know why. I don't know why I get those vibes, like a cybernetic werewolf.
He looks like you know one of those, like one of those generic anime characters, and it's like he's in the wrong game. It's like you don't belong here.
Yeah, I mean,
the way he looks.
Yeah, he's trying to do the hoodie thing that Genos does, but I don't know.
I mean, the Overwatch team is said outright that they're cosplaying as the characters.
Okay.
And I'm like looking like, have you ever done cosplay? Some of them don't really like modify it unless it's like for a specific like theme.
Mm.
You know, like how there's the steampunk theme of making a character and stuff. So this this ain't it. This ain't it.
Yeah. Feels like it's kind of like the excuse of like trying to, I guess, for any like, I don't know, miss executions, I guess you could say, that could try to excuse it, but like, I don't know. I think this doesn't quite nail it out of the park. Let's put it that way. Overall, like, yeah, like you said, like the shape of the head, like, you know, isn't quite there. So that makes like what, 4 now, right? Oh yeah.
Yep.
If you have a PlayStation account or a PlayStation Plus account, you get a free legendary costume for Moira. Plus 3 Battle Pass tier skips. So that's something for free. So that's something. Yeah. So I think,
you know, that's kind of sad that right there. See,
look at that.
See?
Look at that.
Look.
Yeah.
Where's Gordon Ramsay? Look.
Yeah.
Look.
Oh,
that's better.
Oh, look at that. Look, the hair. The hair would have helped a lot. Look at that. Like, yeah, keep the headpiece.
Why is it slick back?
Yeah, you keep the headpiece, whatever. But the hair is like really good. And then I guess they modified the hood a little bit. But yeah. I like that. I like that iteration.
Okay, I'm gonna bring up that old trope. Multi-million-dollar company.
Yeah, this is the multi-million-dollar company right here.
And then go to the next one. Some guy in one basement. Multi-millionaire company. Some guy in its basement.
Mhm.
Or some guy doing this for fun.
Yeah, just a hobby, right? So
Like Jesus Christ.
yeah.
Kind of like, remember our talk with the Marvel Studios Spider-Man movie posters?
Oh yeah.
Multi-million-dollar company makes this. Some guy doing it for fun.
Yeah, I know. Seriously.
On Twitter. He's like, something's not right here.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that something, right? Ain't that something? Yeah. Yeah, someone said too, like speed of sound Sonic should have been Genji's costume, maybe.
Yeah, because doesn't Speed of Sonic have a sword?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, see?
That would have been
So again,
you know.
it's like to that part, like Jesus Christ.
See, I would have okay, well, who else could be Genos? I mean, that's a oh, look at that. Someone look at that. Just a fan-made thing for yeah. That looks way better already. Look at that.
Multi-million-dollar company.
Mm-hmm.
Some person having fun.
Yeah.
In G Poser or whatever program they use.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
SFW, whatever that program is called.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I would have I don't know, have Hanzo be Genos, so that way they have that rivalry thing with Genji and Hanzo, and then also Sonic and Genos, because they kind of have a rivalry thing. So I would have taken Genos Hanzo kind of thing. So yeah, these costumes are available for real money. Some of them you can earn for free, I think. Well, no, one of them you can earn for free through the Battle Pass, I think, or rewards. And this is the one. So the Movement Rider. Okay, I kind of like this. Okay, at least they put a bike in there somewhere with the basket in front. What's the pose looks like? Why didn't they show it with the costume?
I know.
What the fuck? Well, anyway. So yep, there's Saitama Doomfist, Genos Genji, Tornado Kiriko, and Moomin Rider Soldier. So there you go. I think that's all we're gonna get for the One Punch Man stuff. So that's all we got. Now I think this is just the official stuff. Oh yeah, this is the video. They're doing a opening for One Punch Man.
Oh, yeah, and you can tell which hero they were showing more love.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine they made like a one punch like man, like you choose a hero and you go around saving the town and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you see Moomin Rider with a fucking Glock, and you're like, wait, what?
the soldier 76 rifle or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, what? So yeah, how you like that?
Now that was a serious punch.
All right. Yeah, definitely. Doomfist definitely is getting the best of it because One Punch Man.
He got the love.
He definitely got the love. He got the best of it for sure. All right. Unfortunately, who isn't getting love is someone at EA, or some bodies at EA, I should say, because over 200 Apex Legends QA testers were laid off over a Zoom call. So Jesus. So it kind of really shows you what's going on with like Apex in a way. Now you could say, oh, we're just gonna try to have an internal QA team, but they always had some sort of like company to do it for them, to provide them feedback and whatever. But they just kind of just like, hey, by the way, you guys are all let go. So that, like, could you imagine like getting into a Zoom call and then just like get told like that? That's quite a lot of people in one move right now. I forget if there was like a tweet to go along with that, but basically, yeah. Let me see. EA would not comment directly on the layoffs when asked, but said testing for Apex Legends will now be spread out to teams located elsewhere. Testing games is an integral part of delivering the best experiences for our players. Spokesperson for the publisher told Kotaku in an email, and it went on saying, as part of our ongoing global strategy, we are expanding the distribution of our Apex Legends testing team and ending testing execution that's been concentrated in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, impacting services provided by our third-party provider. Our global team, inclusive of remote playtesters across the U.S., enables us to increase the hours per week we're able to test and optimize the game, and reflects the commitment to understand and better serve our growing community around the world. So yeah, it does sound like they have like their own team now of remote playtesters to hopefully be able to deliver same, if not hopefully more optimized sort of results, I guess, for the playtesting and stuff like that. So but yeah, it sucks to be let go like that, so but could also, like, I guess it depends on your perspective, right? Like what's going on with Apex Legends, right? I mean, they've been doing a lot of like reskins or recolors of the legendary skins and stuff like that. So I mean, I don't know. Do you think Apex Legends is losing it, or you think it's just kind of something else?
Good job, EA. That's all I'm gonna say. Good job, EA. Very sarcastically, good job. You never cease to amaze me of how you conduct your business.
Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, what do you think of what's going on with Apex? Like, do you think it's dying, or do you think it's just like kind of just like on the road of just like, or on a series of unfortunate events.
It's on a series of unfortunate events, but like for me personally, Apex is like getting back up to like where I used to play it a lot, thanks to this new season. But for their employees and testers, like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you know, there was news also that the creative director, who's been there for Apex Legends from the get-go, right, recently is leaving, or has left already, if not. So
It's kind of like, I don't want to say it, like jinx it, but it's almost probably like gonna fold out like how Blizzard Overwatch, you know, is going through.
yeah,
Because it's almost following the same beat.
yeah,
Ish. Because look at Jeff Kaplan. Jeff Kaplan left before, you know, the Blizzard Activision shit fully went down. So maybe the creative guy sees something that we're not seeing, you know, like the consumer.
Yeah.
Maybe he's seeing something internal going like, oh shit, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully it's not that drastic with Apex Legends, man. So
Yeah.
that's all I can say. Especially if that's the game I'm actually playing over Overwatch, so yeah. Hopefully nothing too bad comes out of it. Besides what has happened already. Okay, let's get on to the movies, anime, and all that stuff news. Okay, you did put it in there. So let's check out the Teenage Mutant Turtles Mutant Mayhem trailer. I'm gonna mute it just for the sake of it, but like, did you see this trailer first off?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What did you think of like everything?
First off, I do like the art style.
Yeah, same.
It's different.
It's definitely interesting to see. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so from there with Seth Rogen at the helm, it's kind of like at that part of like,
Right.
You know what? I'll hold on. I'll bite my tongue, and just
Yeah, just give it a chance.
let it rock.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, did you see it?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
I'm on board with everybody saying that I am fucking glad they're actual teenagers.
Yeah, they're not like weirdly old teenagers,
like adult,
like Jotaro,
adult,
like kind of like teenagers, you know.
And they're also voiced by like
actual teens,
like kids.
Yeah.
So that's the part I'm happy about.
Yeah. Which is like very appropriate, very much grounded to reality. And then Master Splinter is Jackie Chan. So
yeah, Jackie Chan rocking an afro, Bebop and Rocksteady. I'm happy to see them.
Yes.
So from what, and then I just like how this is an origin story because look, they're in their training montage. They don't know shit.
Yeah.
They're messing up a lot of stuff. So it's good to see like.
Yeah.
Probably, this movie showing them like complete shit, and then at the end of the movie they found their beats.
Yeah. And supposedly
And here's the controversy.
Yeah, controversy. It's supposed to be April O'Neil, I believe.
April O'Neil.
Yeah. Yeah, April O'Neil. Yeah.
So for those listening, the internet's in an uproar about this iteration of April O'Neil.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I already seen an April O'Neil in as a person of color, which was the rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I really liked, even though people fucking hate it. Because the way some of the turtles look in that series, but
right,
to each their own. Here, like you can see very like distinctive like who is who and where they borrowed like from other iterations of the turtles.
Yeah.
Donnie has his big ass glasses. So Mikey to me should be the most athletic, so he's the most skinny.
Yeah, but he still eats a lot with the pizza.
Yeah. Hey, it's called metabolism.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Which I want to just go by Mikey and go like, hey,
Yeah.
you see this body? You're gonna miss it in 20 years. Have fun.
Yeah. We got Leo.
Raph,
Yeah.
Leo looks
More or less.
fit.
Yeah. But Raph, yeah.
Raph should be on the bulkier side.
Yeah, he's still the bigger one, you know, and he has the full like headband, like it like wraps around his head. I think that's from like other animated series, or even from the Michael Bay one too. I believe as well. Yeah. And yes, and the fact that he's bulky, that's like, you know, that's been a thing for the recent ones, the recent Ninja Turtle stuff.
Yeah,
especially the Michael Bay one. Yeah. So I think it's fine.
Again, this is an origin movie, everyone, but I'm hoping they change some things, because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles origin is kind of like should be beat into your head, like how you should know the whole origin story of Bruce Wayne / Batman. We don't need to, or Spider-Man to be in that case. We don't need to see that one damn scene 50,000 times. Like thank you, DC. When they did the Batman, it was like a brief, like, this is what happened. Oh, thank God.
Yeah,
we're not gonna spend like 40 fucking minutes.
Yeah, right. Especially with if it was like Zack Snyder's like slow motion stuff, that's like an extra like 5 minutes already, or 10 minutes.
And again with the same thing with Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah,
it just said we have Uncle Ben, and he passed away. Okay, moving on. It's like
and Peter Parker getting bit by the spider again. Like, okay, you know. Yeah.
I know. It's like, that's it.
Yeah.
Wait. What was the timer on that? It was like 3 minutes, sir. Wow.
Yeah.
Like they learned.
Yeah, and like you said, you know, there was some controversy involving with April's inclusion of what she is and stuff like that, race wise and whatever.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see it with the thumbs downs, right? But there's more likes, but there's still like a third of that is a thumbs down, as you can see here.
Yeah. So if we go down into the comment section, all right, hold your breath, kids.
Yeah.
Hold your nose.
I mean, yeah, they're commenting more on like the animation. It looks like, well, at least the most rated ones involved with, oh, look at this, how this looks, like the style and everything. No one's really talking about like, oh, I don't like how April looks or whatever. Oh, I love seeing them as young teenagers. Really cool having actual teenagers voicing the turtles. Gives it more of a teenage personality. Yeah, like, yeah, even in the first April comment, it's not even like a hate comment or anything like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna put it as like the ones that's like making the whole April O'Neil the way she looks is just the ones that either one are still stuck in the 1980s or the 90s cartoon. I mean, it's not bad. It's just that, you know, there's other iterations of the Turtles. Like the 2003 one is one of the best ones ever.
Yeah.
But again, I don't mind this because, again, they're teenagers.
Yeah.
You don't look like yourself like when you're older, you know, back when you were a teenager. So again, it's an origin story. So this is probably going to be a series. So maybe
potentially
in the next movie, it's a time skip. You know, like a 5-year time skip.
Yeah.
April's not going to look like this in 5 years.
Probably not
in that universe.
Yeah,
and I do like how she's rocking a yellow jacket.
Yeah.
It's not a yellow jumpsuit, but it's a yellow jacket, so it's cute.
Yeah, and even in the 2000s cartoon from Fox Box or whatever you want to call it for kids, April O'Neil looked different. Like, she wasn't a redhead; she had like dark magenta hair or whatever. So, you know, she wasn't like, she didn't look like she didn't look like, you know, the redhead or whatever, right? That we were so used to. And, you know, she looked even more pale, right? So it's like, you know, it's like the other end of the spectrum, right? So, you know, and then you have
That's why I'm gonna be interested in this movie because again, it looks like it's again an origin story, so they're gonna be growing up together. These 5 characters.
Yeah. And then Splinter is also his younger self because he has the afro to represent, like, yeah, he's still kind of young in comparison to what we're used to, you know.
I mean, I know Jackie Chan is voicing Splinter,
Yeah.
but maybe like one scene or something, or one character just out of the blue, just have Chris Tucker there.
Oh no, gosh, yeah.
Lee, Kara,
Kata.
you, me, everybody here.
Yeah. That would be pretty funny. Yeah, although odd, but kind of funny. Yeah. But let's talk about like the rest of it too. Like, well, first off, this is a pretty good shot of the turtles, of what the expressions.
And also, that's what I like about Mikey. He is the youngest, so he should be the shortest.
Yeah, and smallest, not to mention.
And I like how they're saying like, no, we don't want to call it goo, it's ooze. It has a better ring to it. It's like, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But the names, there's a lot of.
Yeah, you got John Cena, you got Jackie Chan, Ice Cube, Giancarlo Esposito, Post Malone, Paul Rudd, Seth Rogen. You know, quite a bit, but quite the pool of names, right? So, yeah.
So, and some of these characters, like, I think Maya Rudolph is playing Wingnut.
Oh, okay.
So for those who don't know, Wingnut, it's another mutant. It's a bat. He's a bat, I believe.
I believe
there's
Esposito's playing Bax. I think it was Baxter or Baxton. Yeah. The fly
Baxton,
dude.
That turns into a fly. Yep.
Yeah, big reference to The Fly. You know, so.
Yeah.
The movie.
I forgot who plays. I think it's Ayo. One of them is playing Leatherhead, and I'm like, wow, you're introducing that character this early. Like, Jesus Christ! Like, some of these like characters shouldn't be like introduced so early, but.
I mean, it's not. At least it's not like Usagi or anything like that. I think Usagi is supposed to be like later on too. Along with Casey Jones, or at least unless Casey Jones is already coming in there, but whatever.
But well, it's also that no one in this list right now are listed as Shredder, so we might not get Shredder for this one yet.
Just Bebop and Rocksteady, maybe.
Yeah, he might be just at the end, you know, like that Thanos figure.
Yeah, he's the Thanos of this. Yeah, you're right.
Like, he'll probably just turn around and just smile at the camera and then fade to black. Again, I'm interested in this take. I just don't know why people are having a hate boner for this.
I mean, you know, that's just it's not up to their image. You know, it's not up to their thing, what they know from the past. I mean, I can understand, like, to an extent, but it's like there's been different iterations. There's gonna be changes always with these things. It's just like, you know, you can't just have a hate boner for every little change at this point, man. It's like it's gonna be happening like prominently, you know. And I'm not saying like, oh, deal with it or whatever, but like, you know, it's just gonna happen, you know. So is it worth getting a hate boner over it? You know, you don't have to like it, sure, but you have to like act this way. Is it worth acting this way? I think it's a better question. So that's just my my 2 cents on it. Now, am I gonna go out in theaters to watch it? Probably not. But hey, for those who want to watch it in theaters, hope you all enjoy it. And maybe I'll catch it when it's on Paramount Plus or somewhere else. Because this is Paramount Pictures, so yeah. Since it's a Nickelodeon. Are you gonna watch it in theaters?
Don't know yet.
Yeah, potentially,
Still
but
too high in the
okay.
air.
Yeah, it's up in the
Yeah.
air. Yeah, if you have the time for it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So for the most part, hey, I like it. So I'll hit the thumbs up. I like the art style.
Yep.
I think it's interesting. It's somewhat reminiscent to that of like Into the Spider-Verse. Although obviously it's a different art style still, but that sort of like level of artistic love, then I think that's on that same level. Yep. So let me see. On the topic of movies, let's fire up the last Mario trailer.
I'm gonna be wet in this theater.
Ooh, fresh meat for the grinder.
He is cute, but he is.
There's gotta be a way out of here.
There's no escape. The only hope is the sweet relief of death.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
This is a kids movie, right?
Yeah, right.
My eyes, Koopas, Goombas, whatever those things are. We will destroy the Mushroom Kingdom.
Bowser is coming.
I'm not afraid.
Step on me, Daddy.
We're going to save him.
Oh shit! Really? Fire Donkey Kong? Wow. Oh, I like he did the butt slam. That's nice.
What?
Hold on. Oh, he did the thing.
Yeah, see, again, it's like those people bitching and moaning about he's gonna sound horrible, blah blah blah. It's like we only heard like clips.
Yeah.
Like Jesus Christ.
Hold on. Let me hear it again.
See? Okay, Nintendo, the next Mario Kart game better show it like this, like when you're making your vehicle.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's Mario Kart 8. That's kind of cool. I like that.
Rainbow
I like that.
Road is where you go.
Oh yeah, he's doing it backwards. He threw the green shell backwards. Nice.
Again, people, you bitching about Chris Pratt's voice. It's like, did you watch the movie yet? Did you hear how he talks? Like fully talks? No. Like,
You
again,
know.
like give him the benefit of the doubt, and lo and behold, these trailers kind of making it sound a little bit better.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, Jet Black as Bowser is stealing the show. But
Oh yeah. But still, like, wow. Like they're showing stuff that you never see in the games. Like the fire flower Donkey Kong. Damn, man, shit. That's cool.
that's scary.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
And then you got the
Hey, Donkey Kong, take this.
yeah, and then you got the Super Mario, which is big Mario with a super mushroom, right? So that's cool.
I like the first one, Sonic and Mario.
No, yeah, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Too bad they're not the same company, but that would be awesome. Don't get me wrong. Bowser, yeah, perfect casting. Animation's incredible. Charlie Day, yeah, as Luigi, yep. Yeah, I mean, no, this is looking good, I say.
The only hope is the sweet
Hearing the
relief
laugh
of
after-
death is like.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that was a Luma?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
didn't
It's
look like
supposed to be.
Luma.
It's supposed to be a Luma, but it looks different because of the fire. I guess there's a fire Luma somewhere. Maybe I missed it, or maybe it's a type. It's a new Luma in the movie. I thought that was a Luma. I was like, wait a minute, maybe it's a different.
That's what I thought too, but because it was shaped weird, I was
Yeah,
like,
it's a flame. It's a fire. Yeah, but yeah. It may have to do some context, but yeah.
You know what would have really made me laugh in that dungeon scene in the beginning? Because it was showing like, oh, the penguins were captured, and then this random Luma.
Mm-hmm.
It would be so funny, like somewhere like in focus, but not really like in focus, like somewhere in the background. You see a Boo in the cage, and it's like, wait.
Oh yeah, right. Because can you get out of the cage?
Yeah, can you get out? But still, it's like he's just in there. It's like, wait, how?
Yeah.
How are you?
Now hold on.
Explain yourself.
Let me hear the laugh when he throws a shell. Hold on. Oh, it's just like a regular laugh. Okay. Okay.
But his wahoo!
Yeah, I like the wahoo thing. Yeah. Chris Pratt actually sounds like the Mario did in the 80s for you Super Mario Brothers Super Show fans. Yeah, true.
What? He sounds like fuck, what's that porn star's name?
Oh. Jeremy something, right?
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. I know who you're actually talking about, but yeah. Yeah.
Side kids, like with your Mario love and stuff. And pairing. I'm still gonna be on that boat for Bowser and Luigi.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, Charlie Day, perfect voice for Luigi. I definitely agree. Yeah, Donkey Kong using the power-ups. Yeah, that's cool. No, that's actually awesome. Anything else? Looks fun. These people care about animation. Yeah, I mean, it definitely has all the qualities and stuff like that to be a good movie. It's just the directions, right? Like some of the direction that maybe some people may find like or whatever, but whatever, man.
Yeah, it again, it all comes down to the writing and the pacing of the story.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And the dreaded like nowadays movies, like how much fucking memes are you gonna try shove into this movie?
Yeah.
That's like 10 years old or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully they don't do the Me Gusta fucking fucking weird ass memes to them.
I mean, the one Mario meme I will accept is if Mario / Chris Pratt throws Bowser and says "So long, gay Bowser." Then I'll be like, okay, you got my money.
Yeah.
Here you go. Thank you. Thank you for adding that.
You should hear that in the movie, right? So like not in the trailer, because otherwise that would be a spoiler. It would kind of spoil the or ruin the surprise almost. But
and also like showing like the aftermath of getting hit by a green shell is much more destructive than what we see in game.
Oh yeah,
this
for sure.
Is like, I'm going to fucking die. Please tell my wife or husband. And then also this. Like, I wish Bullet Bill did this.
I know, right? That's cheating though. 2 bullet bills, man. Come on. Of course, his card's gonna get destroyed.
If you're lucky with the double, the double items, the double item rolls.
Yeah. Oh, this double dash. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So if you were lucky, bullet bills.
Yeah. So it's like a combination of like double dash and Mario Kart 8. Damn, man.
8, yeah.
Damn, I kind of want that now, man. I want like a new Mario Kart, but with like combining elements with like double dash and then like whatever was in 8, and then just combine it. I want that, man. That'd be so cool.
No, Nintendo's just gonna keep milking freaking 8. to
Oh
Kingdom
yeah, it's
Come.
the
Just like
new
how
yeah. No, I mean
Skyrim. That's their Skyrim right there.
or GTA
Is
5
Mario Kart.
or
Oh,
GTA.
God.
You know how long GTA 5 has been around, man? Shit, man. It's been around since PS3.
Don't remind me. I can hear Steve's voice fucking praising that game.
Jeez, yeah.
It's like, Steve, we get it. GTA 5 was good, but shit, we need a new one.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 20 years.
Yeah, funny you brought that up. That Mario Kart 8's getting updates and stuff like that. It's getting 5 more characters, man. 5 more
Make
fucking
a new
characters.
fucking game.
Yeah.
Make a new fucking game with the new characters.
It's still selling, so the game is still selling. I think this is the most successful Switch title, which is the
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, whatever. It's selling, man. It's like hotcakes. And yeah, of course they're gonna show it off here. You know.
I mean, yes, the animation looks good, but I love how, if we go back to Bowser and all his scenes, how animated he is. He's not stiff. He's
Oh yeah.
like when you think Bowser, you think, oh, he's fucking huge and hulky, and he'll be like slow and moving. No, this guy is fucking like animated. Like,
Yeah, he's
look
moving.
at that.
He's moving. He's moving. He's moving his arms and stuff like that. Look at that. He like bounces. He's got the strut, you know.
And also me and my gay ass. Bowser is coming. Yes, he is. Go to your room. It's like, go to your room. Okay.
Yeah. I like that.
And
Toad
I do
gets like
like
a
that.
big ass fucking monster truck. That's pretty fun.
Everyone has like small ass like vehicles, a bike. Toad is like, yeah.
It's got that.
It's kind of like what was it? I think it was it's in all the Mario Karts, but like the small characters always rides the big ass vehicle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I do like that. Like Peach has her
Motorcycle.
motorcycle and outfit.
Yeah, and the jumpsuit too. Yeah. That's awesome. They're hitting all the notes when it comes to Mario Kart, at least. Rainbow Road, let's go, man. I like this pose. The eyebrow, dude.
right.
You got the eyebrow and everything.
All right, artists. I know what you're gonna be drawing because it's cut off right there.
Yeah.
I know what you're gonna be drawing. And again, I do like. Well, I mean, you cannot see it here, but in other scenes with Bowser, his green scales do like fade in, fade into his body. It's not like a green scale, stop.
Yeah. It's a gradient effect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you know who really got the love.
Right.
But see, now the question is, if this movie does sell well, which probably will, what's the next movie for the Super Mario? Who's the next villain? Besides
Good
Bowser?
question. Yeah. I would say one of the villains would be King Boo. For sure. PD Piranha. And then you have like the head honcho bad guy, like kind of steering them to his will almost. Who would be? Yeah, because a lot of them are always Bowser. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe somebody from like Paper Mario or something. I don't know. They have to do something a little different, you know.
Yeah, so you can have King Boo, Elder Princess Shroob, from Partners in Crime,
Let me see. Mario.
Crackletta from the Superstar Saga, Fawful from Bowser Inside Story.
Oh damn! Look at this King Boo. Fuck, he looks mean. Oh, from Luigi's Mansion? Dude, that'd be sick. Count Black.
Count Black.
Bowser Jr. Oh yeah. That's gotta be a thing for next one.
I think it might be Fawful.
Maybe, yeah. Dementio. Go.
I mean, if they bring that as the next villain, I'm like, oh, how many of you kids played this game?
that one has to be like Thanos / Kang the Conqueror kind of levels of like a villain from Mario.
Now watch, if they did make him like the next villain, everyone's like, wow, he looks so cool. He's from this game? Okay, I want to play this game. Good luck.
Yeah. Unless Nintendo's like, oh, you want to play this game? There you go.
I know. It's like, oh, here you go. We brought out the vault. It's like, wow, it took you a movie to bring this shit, this game out from your vault when we, as consumers, been asking for it for the last this many years.
Yeah. Billions of years,
It's like, oh no, we didn't know that you wanted this game. It's like, come here, Nintendo. I want you to meet Lucille. She's a vampire bat. Come here.
This is Culex, by the way, we're talking about. So Culex from the Super Mario RPG.
Yeah.
Yep. So by the way.
So it's Culex or Culex. It's not Skrillex.
Yes,
It's not Culex.
Damn, what happened to that guy? Skrillex is kind of just like no one talks about anymore.
I don't know. He kind of ruined also Kingdom Hearts 3 for me.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah, I said it. I did not like that iteration of don't say twice or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Which when you think about it, sorry, tangent on Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3 had 3 different themes for that game.
Oh, I mean, there you go. 3.
And it was confusing as hell to go which one is the truth.
Yeah, no one talks about like oh, Simple and Clean. Oh, what's the other one? For Kingdom Hearts 2.
Sanctuary.
Smash. What's the theme for 3? Like, what's the theme for 3? No one talks about that.
I mean, the only ones they will talk about is the one Utada Hikaru just did by herself.
Yeah.
Like
what is it? What is it called?
Chikai, aka Oath.
Oath. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just Oath. The other
no
two
one
is
talks
like,
about it. Like Simple and Clean and Sanctuary. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, because again, like the whole intro for Kingdom Hearts 3, when the beat of Skrillex's part dropped, and you're watching like the video that goes with it, it kind of doesn't.
Oh, it conflicts. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the fast pace action did not like go together like correctly with what is that music style?
Oh, dubstep and stuff.
Does. Yeah, it did not look good with dubstep.
Yeah.
And then for the hell of it, me and my friends, we played the video, but paused the music, and then we just put in Sanctuary, and we're like, why does this work better? Because I think originally the pacing of the opening was meant for like Oath / Chikai, because it has that melancholy, like everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah,
there's some beats in there.
Yeah,
but then no, we gotta throw in dubstep because Skrillex says that Kingdom Hearts is his favorite like game series ever. Like,
yeah,
why not freaking why not just give us Utada Hikaru and before they broke up, freaking Daft Punk? That would have been a freaking better combination than what we got.
Yeah. It's kind of like that weird. I hate to make this an even further tangent, but like when it came to Godzilla '98, there was that weird collaboration with Puff Daddy and Jimmy Page.
I remember that.
It's like what?
And I'm just like
what? I would
Like, wasn't
never.
like part of that music video, Puff Daddy was like trying to rap out Godzilla.
It's
And
something
she
like
was
that.
just
It
like
was so dumb.
staring at him, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Something
It's
like
like,
that. And
okay,
then you just have Jimmy
it's like,
Page just playing in the background. Like, what?
yeah. Like, it's like to this point, it's like, Puff Daddy, you're lucky this is the American Godzilla. If this was Toho's
Yeah,
Godzilla,
yeah.
you'd be dead.
Yeah.
You'd be dead.
Yeah.
He would have flying drop kicked you.
Yeah. You have Zilla, you have Jimmy Page, and then you have Puff Daddy. When he was back then called Puff Daddy. That is like, I would never ever have thought I would say those things in the same sentence, but it was a thing. God. Speaking of like weird collaborations, right? So, anyways, I think that's it for Mario. Let's wrap up the rest of it. So, on the topic of Mario, there's some stuff relating to the Nintendo Land portion of Universal. There's been lines for this burger, right? For the Mario burger at the Universal Park. And there's been a lot. I've seen similar comments, but overall, they've been saying like it's not worth the wait. I mean, if you take a look at it, it's kind of like mounts to like, I guess, a regular ass looking cheeseburger, but I mean, it looks good, like picture wise,
Okay,
other than the fries. But like,
I'm gonna pretend I'm fake Gordon Ramsay.
Mhm.
This display is complete shit. It looks like you just threw it on here with no passion behind it. What is this? Look!
I mean, yeah. Look at the cheese, right? It's off to the side. It's not even melted. You know.
Look at the lettuce. It looks like, the lettuce leaf, they just ripped it off and just go.
Yeah. It's not a single.
Just go-
It looks like it's
done.
from. Look at it's from like the spring mix that you get from like grocery stores, right? You know, like the bag.
Yeah.
Like comes in the bag instead of like actual whole leaf, green leaf. Lettuce, right?
Yeah.
And then the fries just comes. It comes from like cafeteria or something. It's like the crinkle fries. The bun
See, what
looks
they should have gotten,
pretty cool, but
the fries, what they should have gone is to go to Chick-fil-A and get the waffle fries.
waffle fries, yeah.
Or hell, if they wanted to impress me and hack up the price even higher, Five Guys fries.
Oh yeah.
I still don't know why I freaking go there mostly every time when I'm in Florida.
Yeah, people.
Okay, well, I want to order this cheeseburger with your large fries and large drink. Okay, that's gonna be $30.
Yeah, this.
How much is the fries?
Yeah. Some of the parts of the burger look good, like the bacon. Look at the bacon; looks pretty good. The
Oh, that's from overnight.
Hey, what can you do, right? But anyway, this is from Yaki, of course. On Twitter, just to kind of make that clear. Aru, I guess, VTuber looks like, has also commented on said burger as well, saying that it's dog water. So yeah, it's a long.
Your dog water.
Yeah, it looks like it. There's a long wait. What? Oh, it wasn't $28. I was like, what? This is $28? No way. This person waited. Yeah, Yaki waited for 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah, not worth the 2 hour wait. Yeah, that's the initial caption. And they made a reservation for 1:30. So that's like yeah. The way mine, yeah, this is like the reference to the fries, I guess, or the comment for the fries. The way mine were the only fries we all got that weren't seasoned. Yeah, they didn't even like season enough the fries, so it's like God, I hate this fucking stupid shit from Twitter. They put tweets in here that aren't related in the replies. Why did they do this? It's so dumb. Anyway,
Because Mr. Elon says so.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, he got fact checked recently by something. I forget what it was.
I know, I saw that. I was laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
Like his apology tweet was like so fucking like, I'm sorry. I was like, you got caught, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, unfortunately, not all from this Nintendo Land, or I forget what it was called. It was, well, I'm just gonna call it Nintendo Land. This part of Universal Studios is turning out to be all that great just yet. I'm sure like the rides and stuff like that, the looks of it looks cool, but like the actual content is probably like a mixed bag. I think you just go there for the place itself and not so much like, oh, I'm gonna go here for the food.
For the food.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
You're just gonna go there for the novelty, not so much like, oh my god, I'm going for the food, you know. You go there because of the name. Apparently it tastes like cardboard according to Yaki. That's something.
I mean, I want to say like, if you could, because I really want to go there, like go to this version of Super Mario World, and then go to Japan's version of Super Mario World, and then you compare the food, you know.
Oh, I definitely would like to say the Japan one would be better, just from
because I'm sorry, Japan's workers they put passion behind everything.
Yeah, and not to mention the ingredients are just better, right? Overall, yeah, it's just better. Even like the ketchup is better in more in some ways.
Like, well, speaking of ingredients, I 100% bet you pour Japanese mayonnaise on this, it will taste fucking better. Prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
You ever put
Japanese?
Yeah, speaking of mayonnaise, you ever put mayonnaise on fries?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually did that too. It's actually pretty good.
I mean, so when I was young, my mom would put, to sweeten up the ketchup, salt in the ketchup and mix it.
Right, yeah, yeah. It's kind of like the cookie thing, right? Like you when you want to make the cookie sweeter, you just put a little bit of salt.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then mayonnaise. I learned that from my cousin. And then lo and behold, when you're small, you go like, ketchup, mayonnaise, mix.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. It's like the thing from Ratatouille. The guy when he eats the thing, it's like he goes back to his childhood. Your childhood just flashes before your eyes. It's that good. Overrated. Yeah. So that's that for the Mario stuff. Let's just try to get through this real quick here.
Beep beep.
Yeah, we're getting through here. So this is involving with Funko Pop, saying from IGN, saying that Funko Pop is sending at least $30 million worth of its product to a landfill because it has so much idle stock sitting in the warehouse that it's financially the best option. Apparently.
It's a good thing I haven't bought Funko Pop for the last 2 years because there's nothing that was like
worth collecting,
engaging my engaging my interest. I mean, it's just like as Lady Draco, one of the mods at Max Chat, was asking like, when would you buy Funko Pops again? Would it be like when they do another Digimon like line? I'll be like, yeah, sure, if it's like the right, Digimon. And then she's like, what if they made the big 10-inch Funko Pop of Greymon? I was like,
yeah.
Give me.
Yes. Slams the table.
You have to ask.
Slams the desk as he said that, right? Yeah.
He's like, you have to ask.
Yeah. As you slam your desk. Yeah.
I mean, I bet you Hawk here, if they had a 10-inch Gengar, that would be like his second Funko Pop. Because I think I bought you one. Right?
No, you didn't. No. I don't think you ever did. No.
That was sorry.
No, you did it for
Quiet.
someone else, yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, I bought Mega Man for Quiet.
The only Funko Pops I have are from the Loot Crate stuff from a long time ago, if you remember Loot Crate. I have
What's that?
I have the Overwatch Reaper up there, like just stuck up there. And then I have the Joker one somewhere sitting in the box or something. So those are my only Oh yeah, that ish over there, yeah.
You see that shit?
Yeah, that ish, yeah. And up there, holy
that shit?
fuck, man. No, you were the Funko Pop guy in our group, and then we always give you shit for it.
Yeah, you always gave me shit.
I mean, look at this.
Freaking what was it?
Yeah.
That's Funko. It was like, you gonna buy more Funko Pop?
Funko Pops, yeah.
Yeah, Funko Pop. So
Yeah.
like, shut up. Because I remember when I told him like how much I spent, and he's like, "Oh my god, you
Yeah.
could have used that for like fake gold." And I was like, "Yeah, I could have."
Yeah. Let me see. So Funko revealed during earnings call that it has so much idle stock that's sitting at the warehouse financially. Its best option is to throw $30 to $36 million worth in garbage. Whew. Inventory at the year end totaled $246.4 million, an increase of 48% compared to a year ago. Funko said this includes inventory that the company intends to eliminate in the first half of 2023 to reduce fulfillment costs by managing inventory levels to align with the operating capacity of our distribution center. This is expected to result in a write-down in the first half of 2023 of approximately $30 to $36 million. So that's quite a lot, just sitting around like that. You would think they would like just try to do like a $1 sale or something at least, but according to them, this is the best option. Even I guess doing a big ass sale would cost them money. You know?
You know what this is reminding me of?
What?
Atari's ET.
I would say this is a little more reminiscent of Beanie Babies, but I don't know how much Beanie Babies were made to the point where they had to throw them in the garbage if they ever had to. I don't remember any stories of Beanie Babies being thrown into the garbage like that. But there's a lot of Funko Pops over the years, man.
Yeah.
Let me just say. Ross has said I always said they look like garbage. Damn, man. Oof.
Jesus.
Uh
Sorry, not every one of us can buy a freaking Kotobukiya or a Good Smile Company statue
I mean, you got amiibos.
or Ninja Droid.
Yeah. You got amiibos. Amiibos are like what, $16? And they like do something for the game, you know? They're like the physical equivalent of an NFT set that no one really actually. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, they can't even just give them away. They gotta throw them in the garbage.
Yeah, because giving away will show no profits.
But so is throwing them garbage, right? Like, yeah. I guess, I mean, I guess giving them away also costs money, right? Because they have to keep them in inventory. And then when you have them stuck in inventory, yeah, that does cost money. You're taking up space. You know? That is also costing money. I wonder if anyone is like so crazy that they're gonna like track down like the exact garbage
Yeah, where it is, and they're
Yeah.
just quote unquote dumpster diving right now.
Yeah, dude. Go to like that same exact landfill and just try to find them like that. And then it would be funny if anyone tries to sell them, you know, on eBay, and they get money for it, and not Funko Pop, you know, because they're scalping it. I think that'd be pretty fucking funny. And Funko is just like, okay. You just have to
Or
take
you know,
the
there's a guard there. There's a guard there, just like, or a couple guards, and like, and they know who the person by name. Oh, you're here again, Philip? Okay, so they just put a new like hill over there in section C. Okay.
Yep. Yep. Kind of sad for the Funko fans. Kind of sad, really, but that's what happens, man. What time is it? How much time we have? Okay. So, I'm gonna save some of these for next time, but let's talk about yeah, we already did that. That's the Mario movie stuff.
Don't we just have like one more? No?
No, two more, but I want to save this other one for next time because it involves with something we're gonna be fucking hating on it, but that'll probably be better for next time. So yeah, last one. This is involving with One Piece, and just thought I put this down here because it's kind of like a funny little quick discussion topic thing, because One Piece on Ice is basically what's being announced here. So it is what it sounds like. It's an ice skating show with One Piece.
Okay, so are we talking Yuri on Ice style?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be born? Are they born to make history?
Yeah.
Is Zoro and Sanji finally gonna confess to each other?
Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna go. I mean, are they just gonna wear like One Piece costumes and just skate around? Like, is that how it's gonna work? Is there like an actual storyline to it, or is it just gonna be like a show? I don't know. And are they gonna have like a giant like going merry kind of thing, like just across the ice, kind of like just sailing across the ice?
Oh no! It's gonna be part of the Wano arc, and it's gonna be the fight with Big Mom. And you just see a giant paper mache Big Mom on the ice. You're just going like, it's like that. You just be Krusty the Crown. The hell is that?
Yeah, man. Yeah. That'd be cool if they have like a paper mache thing, like a giant paper mache of Kaido when he's in his dragon form, and just kind of just like going around in the.
Why not both Big Mom and Kaido? Like, just recreate that fight scene with paper mache.
Yeah, and skating, of course.
Good luck, everybody.
Yep. Yeah. I wonder if it's like just a couple of people, like a small group of ice skaters, or are they gonna have like a big
cast?
Yeah, or like a big cast of like background skaters, right? Yeah, just skating around in the background like that. Or and then you know what I mean? Like, is it gonna be like a full on like big ass ice show, or like or just a small group?
It's gonna be I know they're gonna be retelling the story of trying to save Ace.
Oh man,
and they're gonna have a giant paper mache white beard,
the One Piece is real.
and he doesn't. Yeah, he says that line, and then after that, it's just him laughing.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, does he not say anything? Nope.
Nope.
He just laughs.
If there is one character who absolutely deserves to be in the ice show, it's Bon Clay. Absolutely, he needs to be in that show. I would be disappointed.
Both of them.
Yeah, I would be disappointed.
Bonchan and Eva-chan should be there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like the comma kingdom or whatever you call it. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's the
That's the theme. Yeah,
the show.
That's the show. Mhm.
It's all the Okamas.
Yeah. That'd be kind of cool. Yep. But that also means, right? Crocodile could be there, right? Because he was like kind of like part of that group a little bit, you know, with the Luffy, Jinbei, and then the Kama Kingdom prisoners and stuff like that. Even what was his name? The guy with the scissors, right?
Oh, Eva-chan's
like right hand partner,
yeah,
right hand man essentially. Inazuma, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was Inazuma, because he had the scar and everything, which is funny enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, such an odd name I remember, but yeah. But the scar I think was what kind of triggered my memory.
I kind of want like in later chapters or anime episodes, because you brought it up that Crocodile was part of the whole gang with Eva-chan, and the rest is like some like random like sailors with Crocodile going like, so you hanged out with Luffy and the Okamas, how was that?
Don't ask. I don't know what you're talking about.
He just has like he's that deadpan like
no. Mm-hmm.
No, shut up.
Hey man, he's had a run-in with Eva-chan, so Eva-chan said he knows his weakness. So yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so he's got something going on. Like I would say the fact that he was short, you know, like maybe he has like a insecurity with his height or something. It's got to do with his body. Like it's got to be something. Cause
he has a small wee wee.
Man, it could be that, I don't know, man. Cause they showed Crocodile. It's not like that. I don't think Crocodile had a sex change or a gender change or anything like that. Cause in the thing, like they show all the kids of the seven warlords, and Crocodile was a boy. So, and he is still a man, right? In the present time. So I don't think it's that. I think it's like something to do with like his height or something like that. It's got to be something.
Either his height or like someone like from the island that he liked, or someone from his past.
Oh maybe. Oh yeah. Maybe he's gay. I don't know. Like maybe he's gay, but
yeah,
he's
had
like...
or not gay, but he had that person that he liked had a sex change, you know, from Eva-chan.
Okay.
But Crocodile is being, you know, still loves that person. You know? But he doesn't want to say he does because it might like ruin his image and stuff. It's like, bro, you're pirates. Love whoever you love.
Maybe he's actually like a My Little Pony kind of fan or something, but he doesn't want to come out as like a My Little Pony fan. That type of stuff, you know what I mean? Like something to that extent, you know.
Or maybe Crocodiles is fuck, what is that term? It's the Japanese term where it's a girl that really fantasizes about pairing people.
Oh, okay. I know where you're going with that. Okay. Okay. Is it like Skebe or something like that? Like, I don't know. I don't know. But I know where you're going with that. So maybe he has some sort of weird sort of like thing or kink about like, I don't know, shipping people together, or like, I don't know, maybe some sort of like fantasy thing with
Fudashi, there you go. Or not Fudashi, Fujoshi, you know.
Oh, okay. Fujoshi, okay. Huh. maybe he is like that. So, all right. I think on that note, I think we can end the show. It's been pretty long. We went on.
Yep.
We had quite to talk about once again, and yeah, so quite
Yeah.
the good episode. So good talk, good stuff. You know. So on that note, thank you very much for tuning in for this episode of the Hypecast. Thank you very much, and we know, yeah, this is a mega size episode once again. But again, we definitely had a lot to talk about. So. Thank you for sticking with us, and we'll be back hopefully for more. Especially we do have one topic saved for next time, so it's a bit of a little teaser, but it is kind of anime related, and yeah, so it is also kind of.
It's Boku no Pico.
No, it definitely isn't. But it involves with two men. I'll definitely tell you that, and a terrible tech trend. So anyway, so we'll leave it at that. And either way, hopefully we'll see you all. But before that, take care and have a good one. And hope to see you all in the next one. Bye bye.
Don't play it. Don't play one. Overwatch. You will lose your hair.
Ranked.